following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports.
Cross, breaks right in front, scores! What a pass from Elliott Live.
CapitalCityRock.com. Oahe Capitals Hockey is brought to you by First National Bank, Taco John, Weatherall, Sunmaster, North Star Financial, and Missouri River Dentistry.
Schultz with a shot, he scored! Chris Schultz is first as a varsity player for the Capitals, and they...
Capitals Hockey is also brought to you by Graves Club, Gray Home Care, Richard M. Photography, Agency, and DNA Construction.
Chance, Fremont, goal! Andy Gordon stopped it home, and the Capitals lead 46.7 to go here in the third period.
Oahe Capitals Hockey is also brought to you by Leisure Palace, Grey Goose Store and Social Club, Hermanson Endodontics, Oahe Federal Credit Union, and Bros Engineering. And now, with the call of Oahe Capitals hockey action, the voice of the Capitals, John Winkler.
And from the Expo Center, we welcome you into the final day of the weekend and another big game for the Oahe Capitals as they take on the Brookings Rangers, the top two teams in the state. Battle here this afternoon after the Oahe Capitals fell last night to the Rushmore Thunder. The Brookings Rangers, after the day was over, they are sitting at number one, and they can continue to be on that number one spot if they get the win here today. But the Oahe Capitals can quickly regain that number one spot if they get a win this afternoon against this Ranger squad. These two teams met back a couple of weeks ago, all the way over in Brookings, and it went all the way into overtime. The Brookings Rangers scored just about 20 seconds into that overtime session and picked up the win 2-1. That was the only loss for the Oahe Capitals at that time before last night's loss 6-1 to Rushmore. Brookings, that was kept them undefeated at that point. They went to 11-0 on the season, and at that point they had not lost a game. They lost to the Rushmore Thunder a few weeks or last weekend, and they are now 15-1 on the season. So these two teams have a combined 3 losses on the season, and outside of just one team having to win and one team having to lose against each other a couple weeks ago, Rushmore is the only team that's been able to stop either one of these two teams. Now here this afternoon, the Caps are looking to make the Brookings Rangers also fall to 2 losses, and the Rangers are looking to put themselves in the driver's seat and get ready to win the league. If they get a win here against the Oahe Capitals, they wouldn't clinch it today. They won't clinch it today. But with how the remaining games schedule are and having 2 wins over the Oahe Capitals, having that win over the Rushmore Thunder, they put themselves in a spot where they can go 2-1 in the next weekend and get the win. They can even go potentially even 1-2 next weekend if they win here today and still get the league title going into the state tournament here in 3 weeks. Capitals and Rangers here this afternoon from the Expo Center. Looking forward to this matchup. Looking forward to this weekend for the Oahe Capitals, but didn't start out the way that the Caps are hoping it would. The Rushmore Thunder picked up a goal early on, midway through the first period, made it 1-0, then 0.2 seconds left to go at the end of the first period. Rushmore made it 2-0. The Caps got the only break of the day when a shot from the blue line for Elliott Live scored his 22nd of the season. But that was the only break that the Capitals had, the only bounce they got to go the way last night. Rushmore ended up scoring 2 shorthanded goals and a power play goal as well. They ended up winning 6-1 behind Brady DeVries, who had to stop just 28 shots on 29 chances. Caps are outshot. Don't see that very often, but they're outshot 47-29 in the game last night against the Rushmore Thunder. The Brookings Rangers, they're coming in after a win 5-2 over Sioux Falls 1. On Friday, they got 2 empty net goals to finish out the win. The Sioux Falls 1 has given Brookings a game in both times that they faced, but Brookings have been able to get the win. Brookings came back from a 2-0 deficit to beat Sioux Falls 1 earlier in the season, and then they held on to beat Sioux Falls 1 with those 2 empty net goals to win it 5-2 on Friday. So both these teams coming in with just 1 game so far this weekend, but Brookings has got that win. The Capitals did not get the win over Rushmore. Caps and Rangers will both be playing 3 games next weekend to close out the regular season, and the Caps have a tough last weekend as well. They get Rushmore on Friday, Sioux Falls 2 on Saturday. Both those teams can still pass them in the standings. And then you get Mitchell on Sunday, which when you look at it on paper, the Caps should get those 2 points against Mitchell, but you got to really think out of these 3 games, you want to win 2 of the 3 games that you have against Brookings, Rushmore, and Sioux Falls too. Otherwise, you might find yourself all the way down into 4th place and facing a Sioux Falls team in the first round of the state tournament, where last weekend we were talking about where the Caps, they didn't really take full control of the driver's seat, but they pushed themselves into the driver's seat and moved Brookings over a spot down to 2. And now we're still talking about, well, if they don't pick up these wins down the stretch, there's a lot that can happen here the next 8 days before we get done with Sunday afternoon when the Caps finish the season against the Mitchell Marlins next Sunday. There's a lot that can change within the top 4 seeds. Brookings right now, they feel the most confident with just that one loss of being at least in the top 2, if not top 3. They don't really feel like they're going to drop to number 4, although they still got to pick up the wins here the rest of the season. If the Capitals get a win tonight against Brookings, things get a little bit more interesting for that top spot. If Brookings gets the win, they put themselves all but in that number 1 spot in the state tournament. And really, when you look at it, it's pick your poison on who you want to face, because you can face these 4 teams have to face a combination of the 2 of them, of Brookings, Rushmore, Oahe, and Sioux Falls too. Those top 4 teams, who do you want to face in the semifinals out of those? If one of you're a team out of those 3, who do you want to face in the semifinals? Because you have to face one of those other teams in the championship at the if you get to that point. So it is a pick your poison type of where do you want to be in the bracket, but you want to put yourself in the best position. You want to be having that last change when it comes to the first round as well as the semifinals and then the state championship game as well, if you could get there. These 2 teams right now, 1 and 2, if seeds would hold out to finish out the season, these 2 teams would be playing in the state championship if it's 1 and 2. And again, this game is all important because the Caps have the last change here today, but if the Brookings gets the win or the Caps would win out the rest of the way, then the Caps would have the last change if these 2 teams would meet in the state championship. Otherwise, you'd see Brookings with the last change, and that could be a difference in the hockey game between these 2 teams. There wasn't much difference in the first time these 2 teams met. It's going to be a great matchup here today. We're going to talk more about this matchup. We were talking about all the standings, what can happen. There's still 8 days left to go in the regular season, but we have a chance to talk about this matchup coming up, and we will start with that by talking with the head coach of the Hawaii Capitals and Steve Steele. We'll have our Weather All Coaches interview coming up after this. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey, the First National Bank pregame show on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank in Pierre is excited to sponsor today's game, and we want to wish the best of luck to all the players competing this season. At First National Bank, we are always on your team with the assist to reach your financial goals. Plus, we have mad checking skills, and we're not afraid to use them. Stop by our Pierre branch or visit us online at firstnationalbanks.com to learn more. First National Bank in Pierre, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent in your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierre say, just foam it on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation money custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Hi, this is Katrina from Oahe Federal Credit. Ever wonder what the difference is between a bank, credit union, and non-for-profit? Paying dividends and lower interest rates. If you are an employee of the state of South Dakota, stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and discover the benefits today.
Hawaii Federal Credit Union.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Herman Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Hi, this is Chris Schultz, and you listen to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
As we welcome you back here at the Expo Center here on the Sunday afternoon, as we're joined with Coach Steve Steele for the Weather All Coaches interview here on the First National Bank pregame show. Coach, you come in after a loss against Rushmore last night out in Rapid City. a tough loss, a game that didn't go your way, and the bounces didn't even. There was only one bounce that went your way all of last night. So you get to quickly turn around and forget about it because you got a big game against your Brookings against today.
Yeah, and that's hockey. Things happen. We've just got to be prepared to take those in stride and come back better today. So it's a frustrating day, frustrating loss, but the good part is then we don't have to wait a full week to play. We get to go home and go to bed and wake up and play another one today.
You're facing this Brookings team who you lost in overtime. That was your first. That was the only loss you had until last night, but you got the point out of that one. Here today, it's a big game for the standings, for the fact that you want to try and beat every team, and this is your opportunity to beat the 9th team out of the 10 that you had played this year. So as you get ready for this game, how intense, how big is this game?
Just getting here and going by all the guys, watching the JV game, and everyone's locked in right now. There's not a whole lot of chit-chat. There's not a whole lot of goofing around or phone time like you typically see, because I said we don't typically, get our guys warming up and all that stuff until, about the third period, and, right away from the get-go, everybody's locked in today, so I said there's going to be high focus and there's going to be a lot of intensity here today.
And last night, the frustration of last night, but your goalie tonight, Kieran Duffy, didn't play last night. Carter Scholes was in net, so now Duffy was able to start to get ready for Brookings. Probably watched the game Friday night and got a chance to see what Brookings did on Friday. How important is that to have a guy that's fresh and didn't have to play in last night's loss? Obviously, it's still frustrating for him too, but the mindset's going to be a little bit different for him coming in this game than maybe everybody else.
Yeah, and he's been working on Brookings all week. We've had a lot of conversations and watched some of the film from our previous game, just so hopefully he can understand what they're going to try and do offensively. And he's ready. He's excited. He's raring to go. And these are the types of games he loves to get in and play.
This Brookings team, again, penalty kill is top in the league. You guys are second in the league in penalty kill. Again, special teams, it's tough to score power play goals against the top teams. And you guys were 0 for 5 last night, but probably looking for that first one early on.
Yeah, and this is a game. Brookings traditionally doesn't take a lot of penalties. And one of their guys that takes a lot of their penalties is out today. So the more that we can play this game 5-on-5, the better suited it'll be, because they're a really good special teams team. So I think the more that we can just play 5-on-5 and grind it out and capitalize on chances, that's what's going to make it fun.
You mentioned one of their guys being out. You get a guy back in Jaden Floor, and that's going to be huge for him to go back on the defensive pair with Dre Burnt tonight. Yeah,
getting Jaden back is going to be a gigantic thing for our team. Just the physicality he brings and his speed are just really tough to replace. And when you get to, we're obviously a smaller town, smaller high school comparatively, and we just don't have a lot of that depth, or our depth is younger. So, anytime we can add a pretty seasoned guy back in the lineup, it's going to be huge.
You mentioned in coaches, or I guess before Coach's Corner, actually on Coach's Corner, that you said that a fast start doesn't win either of these two games. But how key is a good start for you guys here today?
I don't think it necessarily lost us the game, but it didn't make it any easier. We didn't start well yesterday, but I think if we can find a way to win the first period, I think that'll go a long way today.
What's going to be the top thing for you guys to get a win here against Brookings tonight?
I think we got to get the lead. I think that's going to be a big thing with Brookings. They don't play from behind very much. So I think if we can get a lead and really kind of get them out of their element, I think that'll go a long way for us. And I expect the building to be rocking here tonight. So we can get a lead and let that crowd energy take us home. That'll be huge.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, John.
Back with more of the pregame show next on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent in your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it, saving money on your insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank in Pierre is excited to sponsor today's game, and we want to wish the best of luck to all the players competing this season. At First National Bank, we are always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Plus, we have mad checking skills, and we're not afraid to use them. Stop by our Pierre branch or visit us online at firstnationalbanks.com to learn more. First National Bank in Pierre, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
DNA Construction, the company to call for your commercial needs, big and small, new construction, remodel, whole barns, steel roofing, siding, windows, and decking. We build to your specific needs, and we will give you a free quote. Are you in need of a new barn, garage, or tool shed? How about that workshop you've been dreaming of? DNA Construction can make it happen. Give us a call at 222-6234. DNA Construction. That's 222-6234.
We all enjoy going out to eat, but where to go? That's the question. The answer? Grey Goose Store and Social Club. They're open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. till 11 p.m. for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Choose from their complete menu, offering something for everyone, along with a children's menu that will make any kid happy. At Grey Goose Store and Social Club, you'll find mouth-watering food, and it's always served with great service. All at Grey Goose Store and Social Club, one of those little out-of-the-way places.
Hi, this is Andy Gordon, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
As we welcome you back here at the Expo Center as we continue the First National Bank pregame show as the Hawaii Capitals take on the Brookings Rangers here this evening. We're scheduled for puck drop here in about, a little about 10 minutes or so, as we'll have that just a little bit after 5 here this evening on Capital City Rock. CapitalCityRock.com, and you go to YouTube and search Capital City Rock Sports, so you can watch the game online as well, as internet is good here today at the Expo Center as it was last weekend. Was not last night at the Thunderdome, but good here today as we get set for this great matchup. Fantastic. These two teams lead the top two in the state in points. Rushmore, Sioux Falls 2, 3rd and 4th. They're right on the doorstep. A loss by either one of these teams kind of puts a little bit more stress on making sure that you pick up the wins in the last week of the season, because those other teams they're looking for the number 2 and number 1 spot as well. So this is a great matchup here between these two teams, the Hawaii Capitals and the Brookings Rangers. Caps and Rangers played back earlier in the season, midway point of the season for the Hawaii Caps. It was their 10th game of the season. It was Brookings that stayed undefeated at that time. Both teams had not lost a game. Brookings got the win in overtime. Max Jeldon got the game winner. They won 2-1 as the Rangers, boy, it was a fantastic, it had a feel of a state championship game out in Brookings. This one, I don't expect it to be any different. I expect it to be as intense as it was back a couple of weeks ago when these two teams met. But this time here at the Expo Center, the Caps are looking for the use of that final change, and also with the home crowd here at the Expo Center this evening. Max Jeldon, mentioned him. He's leading the team in goals, 27 goals for the Brookings Rangers, 17 assists. Logan Bortnam, who got the other goal of the 2 for the Rangers, he's second in the team with 17 goals on the season. That second line is pretty good. Logan Bortnam, Brett Kershoff, and Talon Richter have combined for over 30 goals on that second line for the Brookings Rangers, who don't allow a whole lot of goals against. Cade Brecker, the goalie, 6 shutouts on the season, a 0.93 goals against average so far this season with 14 wins. 15 wins. He's got 14 wins, as it is the other win went to the backup goalie, as Brecker has played all but that one game, a .940 save percentage. He will go against not Carter Scholes today. It's going to be Kieran Duffy. He's in net, as Scholes played Brookings the first time around. He also played Rushmore last night, so Kieran Duffy is in net as he comes in with 6 wins, a 2.17 goals against average, a .924 save percentage, as the Caps have that tandem of 1A, 1B. Carter Scholes played last night. Gave up those 6 goals on the 47 shots. He had 41 saves in the loss. It kind of fell apart there for the Caps. It was one that, the first goal that went in was a redirect that split Scholes 5-hole, and then that goal, 0.2 seconds left to go in the first period. That was the one that kind of was the backbreaker. Although it was the first period, kind of the backbreaker for the Rushmore Thunder to beat the Hawaii Capitals, and they end up pounding out 4 more goals in the game as the Caps made it 2-1. Nearly had made it 2-2. Andy Gordon hit the crossbar, which would have made it 2-2, but instead it went out, and the Rushmore Thunder scored 2 short-handed goals and also a power play goal in the win. We mentioned in the Weatherall coaches interview as well that these two teams are to the best on the special teams. And for the Hawaii Caps, their percentage went down a little bit. They gave another power play goal last night, but still near that 90% percentage of a penalty kill. But Brookings, they've only given up 1 goal against when they've been shorthanded. 97.2% on the PK. It is almost impossible to score off this team. You would think, it's great to be a good special teams PK team. But when you're 5-on-4, again, they don't have a whole lot of penalties against, only 36 penalties called against them, but that's 35 times they've been able to kill off the penalty and not allow a power play goal. with 97.2%. That is impressive. That is as impressive as it gets. As it's going to be, the Capitals, they can use the power play, but it's going to be tough. They scored a shorthanded goal against Brookings for their lone goal against the Rangers. It was in that 2-1 loss, but trying to score a goal on the power play is very tough. Both teams, though, Brookings sitting in 4th place in the power play percentage. The Caps at number 5, and near that 25% for both teams. Caps went 0 for 5 in the power play, though, last night. They're going to look for, if they get an early power play, they're going to look for a strong start from the power play here this evening, because they've got to find a way to score some goals. And after having just one last night against Rushmore, it'd be good to get the confidence rolling and to score off of Cade Brecker and make the confidence not so well for Cade Brecker, because boy, it's going to be hard to knock his confidence, but he has got that .940 save percentage going against Kieran Duffy, the .924 save percentage. The Caps and Rangers here this evening. Love this matchup. It's going to be a great one. The number 1 team in Brookings, Rangers, just by points over the Hawaii Capitals right now, as the Caps and Rangers battle here this evening. And the winner will take first place or keep first place in the standings going into the final week of the regular season next week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Both teams will play Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's a lot of games next weekend, and we'll have the Capitals games for you right here on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, as all 3 games next weekend will be at home against Rushmore, Sioux Falls 2, and then against Mitchell to close out the regular season. The Caps and the Rangers coming up. Puck Drop is next. You've been listening to the First National Bank pregame show, and we have the first period for you. After this, you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank in Pierre is excited to sponsor today's game, and we want to wish the best of luck to all the players competing this season. At First National Bank, we are always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Plus, we have mad checking skills, and we're not afraid to use them. Stop by our Pierre branch or visit us online at firstnationalbanks.com to learn more. First National Bank in Pierre, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the... Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the cup inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
Has it been years since you've been to the dentist? Are you afraid to see a dentist? If so, many people who feel this way. Hi, I am Dr. Michelle Hofer of Missouri River Dentistry. At our office, we pride ourselves as an office that uses a personal touch to offer gentle dentistry, tailored to fit each patient's needs. We do so by utilizing state-of-the-art equipment and methods which allow the patients to feel comfortable. So whether it has been many years or 6 months since your last dental visit, your oral health is important. We invite you to call us at Missouri River Dentistry, 223-2021, 223-2021.
North Star Financial Services in Pierre is a full-service financial planning office dedicated to guiding you to financial fitness. Your wealth plan should be based on goals, not some impersonal benchmark. Jackie Putzier will take the time to assess your needs, hear your concerns, and offer objective recommendations. What your money can do for you and reevaluate your financial fit. Jackie Putzier. The North Star Financial Services 100 Securities and Investment Services are offered through Woodbury Incorporated, member RSI.
Rose Engineering. Our engineered solutions are founded by 3 priorities: quality, time, and cost. We understand how important these are to our clients, and we believe that customer satisfaction is our highest priority. Since 1982, Rose Engineering has been providing civil engineering, surveying, and architectural solutions for government entities, airport boards, oil and energy clients, and private developers. With nearly 30 team members spread across 6 offices, our strength. Rose Engineering. We provide.
Hi, this is Kieran Duffy of the Hawaii Capitals, and you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
And Kieran Duffy is one of the Missouri River Dentistry starting goalies, as he'll go against Cade Brecker, with the Brecker with 14 wins, .93 goals against average, and 940 save percentage, 6 shutouts as we go to downstairs for the starting lineups.
Number 20, Tom Richard. Number 21, Brett Hershon. Number 26, Jacob Cruz. Number 27, Logan Burton. And the goalie, for the Rangers, number 39, Cade Brecker.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, baby.
Capitals fans, this is your starting lineup. For number 10, Andrew Gordon. Starting for defenseman number 73, Jaden defenseman number 87, Trey Burns. Capitals number 37, Kieran Head coach of the Capitals, Steve Steele, assistants Ron Brenz, Jordan Heckelmala, and Brian Harmison. Now, we do have some junior Capitals here. Piper Dooley is the second here, Mike. Our current player is Brenna Coleman. Her favorite thing about hockey is playing in tournaments. Our second junior Capital is Tate Kirchman. He's a first-year Mike. His favorite player is his brother Jet. His favorite thing about hockey is playing ice games. Big round of applause for our junior Capitals. Now, if you please stand, remove cover for the playing of our national anthem. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
We're ready for hockey here this afternoon as it'll be the Hawaii Capitals taking on the Brookings Rangers as the Caps starting lineups. It'll be the top line, Andy Gordon, Rafe Briggs, and Elliott Life. And it'll be Talon Richter, Logan Bortnam, and Brett Kershoff. Those three forwards for the Brookings Rangers. The two defensemen for the Hawaii Capitals, Dre Burtz and Jaden Florm. And we also Jacob Drew, Alec Rice, Jameson Hotcomb, Ike Johnson, both not in the lineup. So we might see a little bit more Trenton Peterson and Isaac Schulte, the other defenseman pair. This is not having Hotcomb and Johnson will be a huge loss for this Brookings Ranger team. For the Hawaii Capitals, they're going to have Dre Burtz, Jaden Florm, and it'll be Kieran Duffy in net, along with Cade Brecker going against Duffy in net. 17 minutes are on the clock. We're ready for hockey here on this Sunday afternoon. As it will be Rafe Briggs, Elliott Life to take the face-off, going against Logan Bortnam. Glad you could join us here on KCCR FM Blunts as we are underway here this Sunday afternoon as the Leisure Palace puck drop will be won by the Hawaii Capitals. Jaden Floor trying to get up the boards, but he couldn't get out of the zone. It'll be played back around behind the net for Dre Burtz. His pass up the boards off of his skate, and now here's Rafe Briggs. Capitals will come in as Briggs will dump in on the backhand, dump it in. And behind the net, it'll be played back. Elliott Life will get to it first. Life a pass. That one will be blocked up, and now coming the other way, Bortnam. His pass all the way across. And it'll be Jaden Floor. He'll pass it to his defensive partner. Missing Dre Burnt, but now Burnt He'll throw it behind the nets. Here's Jaden Floor going the other way. Up and to Elliott Life. And now Life in. Life, his shot right on Brecker, and he'll save his main. Might have been going high, but he'll glove it. And we'll get a whistle with 16-18 left to go here in the first period. And the first shot of the game belongs to the Oahe Capitals. In this massive game between the top two teams in the state, it's going to feel like a state tournament game all afternoon, all evening, as the Leisure Palace puck drop is won by the Brookings Rangers. Stick lift of Ashton Whitty from Keenan Howard, but he's still able to get the pass across, as now a shot from Max Jeldon knocks down Isaac Pollock. He blocked it, blew a tire. Able to get back up as Pollock. Here's now Keenan Howard back for Pollock. And Isaac Pollock will turn with it, throw it up the boards. It'll go out of the zone, missing everybody all the way down. It's going to go wide of Brecker. And we get a whistle with an icing with 15:53 left to go here in the first period. And it'll be a Leisure Palace puck drop to the left of Kieran Duffy. Elliott Life still out there on the ice. Face-off is won. There's a shot low, and Kieran Duffy will stick it into the corner. And a good first save there by the Capitals goaltender. From across, there's a shot, that one from Jeldon that goes just wide of Duffy. He's trying to go short side of the blocker. That pass up for Keenan Howard. Howard will turn back with it. And then played by Devin Dotson over for Chris Schultz. Back for Ashton Grease right behind Howard. And then off the couple of sticks, Wes Koenig, Ashton Whitty trying to get over for Jeldon. But Max Jeldon was going off for a quick change. Andy Gordon up for Keenan Howard. Gordon chops at it. Ashton Grease now for Gordon again. Into the zone. Andy Gordon. He'll swing to his backhand. Try and get it back to the front of the net. It'll end up going in the net after it got blocked off by a stick. And a DNA puck out of play. With 15:08 left to go here in the first period. 1-1 in shots. No score so far. And the Leisure Palace puck drop to the right of Cade Brecker around the boards, but not out of the zone. Good job by Dre Burton to pinch in from Wes Koenig to take the puck away from him. They'll try the opposite side, go the far side of the ice trying to get it out of the zone. But he played back around again for Koenig. He'll tap at it. And at the blue line, it's going to be played by Dre Burnt as Elliott Life knocked down a man. He'll back in into the corner, and it stays in the zone for the Caps. They'll try back again to the near side. Instead, they'll switch angles and go the other way. Up the ice and out of the zone by the Rangers. Just barely. It was kicked by Jaden Floor and pushed right back in. Here's a chance Jacob Drew go around the boards. Again, held in. Rafe Briggs will hold the zone this time. Breaks a backhand pass looking for either Devin Dotson or Elliott Life. That is finally flipped out of the zone all the way down. It will not be an icing. Dre Burns will get to it just as it crosses the goal line, and up for Jaden Flores, defensive partner. 14:10 left to go here in the first period. There's a pass between the legs of Rafe Briggs. Goes off the glass, and it'll be played back down the ice. No icing on this one either. Pass comes in front. There's a shot that goes high. That one was right in front of Kieran Duffy, and that one went wide from Breck Hershoff. Pass out of the zone. Rafe Briggs tapped it. He gets it out. He'll go off for a change. He'll come back for Jaden Floor. Floor goes off the boards. Good play for Ashton Grease up the zone. 1-on-3 entering the zone. His first attempt gets blocked. He gets the puck back. He's able to seal off his defender, and then the puck will come out of the zone. Isaac Pollock will throw it back in. Will play behind the nets. And it comes out to the side and up to the near side. The Rangers have it. Trips coming up on Devin Dotson. So the first penalty of the game is going to go to the Capitals. Owen Schneider up off of Bortnum's stick, and it'll be played, and there's a penalty coming up to Devin Dotson for a trip. And so the Caps have to go for the penalty kill. They killed off 2 of the 3 penalties against last night. But Dotson, with 13-17 left to go here in the first period, will be in the box for 2 or less. As the Brookings Rangers, the 4th best power play team in the state, will get an opportunity against the 2nd best PK unit team. And on the Leisure Palace puck drop, it's going to be won by the Caps and out of the zone by Rafe Briggs. That's a gritty job there by Briggs to get the puck out of the zone, as it will now be played for Max Jeldon. Jeldon comes in on his backhand. He'll turn with it back out towards the blue line, but he missed the pass to Peterson, and he'll come out of the zone. And Pearson, a near flip pass that almost got intercepted by Elliott Life, but now Logan Bortnum is in. Chopped out by Pollock, swung around and out of the zone just barely. Jeldon couldn't hold it in as it was cleared by the Capitals. Here's almost a turnover. Elliott Life looking to get a chance, but instead here's Max Jeldon the other way. Jeldon, a good stick there again from Elliott Life. And then an offside, delayed offside. Capitals don't touch it. Let the Rangers try to tag back up, but then they will clear it all the way down. 1:15 left to go here in the minor penalty to Devin Dotson. Nearly turned over again. This time that was by Alec Rice. Comes to the free spot. Chris Schultz will throw it out of the zone. And then played up for Zach Struck. Struck a pass over. Hershoff is in. Hershoff lost the puck. Cleared away by Ashton Grease and down the zone. Rangers getting the entries, but they can't get anything set up once they get the entry. Jacob Drew has it behind his own net. And Drew goes up. His pass misses misses Hershoff. And then it'll be back for Chris Schultz. He'll clear the zone back down again. 35 left to go in the man advantage. Alec Rice up. And here's Hershoff in. Hershoff will try and swing wide on Pollock. Pass to the front off the skates. Didn't get to the front of the nets as it goes behind and around to the near side corner. Played back out of the point. Here's Jacob Drew. Goes down over for Hershoff. Low the ice with a shot. Gets blocked out by Andy Gordon. And then it's cleared out again with 12 seconds left to go on the power play. And the Caps will come with a change. Thrown back down by Pollock. That should do it all the way on net. Brecker will make the save. We'll have to stop it at least. And then it'll cover for the whistle with 11:21 left to go here in the first period with only 4 seconds left on the man advantage. So Devin Dotson will come out here in 4 seconds. We'll see if Gordon comes out on the ice because they got Briggs and Life out there. And the face-off is won by the Caps. Dre Burr with a shot. That one goes high over the net, but stays in play. Rafe Briggs. Dotson will come out. Dre Burr with another shot. That gets blocked up, and it goes all the way back down the blue line and racing after it. And in the zone 2-on-1. Good job by Dre Burr to block a pass, and then Jaden Fleur blocked another pass. And it'll be out to the near side boards. Ashton Whitty, he gets checked hard by Dre Burt. And a penalty is coming up to Dre Burt. And a rough is called on Dre Burt. So the Rangers will go right back to the power play. And Burt is going to go to the box for a rough. Maybe heard Coach Steele asking the referee what should he have done there differently. And couldn't hear the explanation for the referee, but it is a second Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill. Dre Burt, one of the better penalty killers in the penalty box now for the Hawaii Capitals. Isaac Pollock, he will clear the zone right away for the Caps. 10:45 left to go here in the first period. We still have just one shot apiece and no score between these two teams. As into the zone, it'll be Hershoff again. Hershoff will try and get past Isaac Pollock. Good stick there from Pollock. He'll seal off Hershoff in the boards, but it's still taken by the Rangers. They try and get the power play set up. They haven't had really much of any success getting the power play set up so far in the now 2.5 minutes they've had a power play. There's a shot save made by Duffy, saw it all the way, and then cleared away by the Caps all the way back down. So they'll get a quick change. Andy Gordon is back on the ice for Elliott Life. 10-10 left to go here in the first period. 1:13 left to go in the man advantage. And Isaac Pollock again steps up right at the red line and will clear the zone. Cade Brecker will tee it up. And played back by Brookings behind the net. Tapped by Ashton Whitty. Taken by Grease. He'll send it down off the stick of Andy Gordon. Glove down. And here comes now the Rangers in the neutral zone. Ashton Whitty again as he'll be cleared in. As Kieran Duffy will tee it up for Isaac Pollock. He'll clear the zone again. So far, Rangers again, no shots on the power play as they've gotten halfway through this one as well. But they cannot get anything set up and going. There's a good check there by Andy Gordon. Isaac Pollock again will send it down. As it's now played again, here's this one for Isaac Dobesh. Max Jeldon. Saw the 7, didn't see the 1 right there. I was surprised that Dobesh would be on the power play. Here's Ashton Whitty, a pass across. Logan Bortnum couldn't get to it, and they was hit by Andy Gordon. And then it's going to be cleared again by Ashton Grease all the way down the other end. 15 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Here's some chatter on the bench for the Hawaii Capitals. Not a whole lot of chatter outside the coaches right now that we can hear. Here's Max Jeldon flying in the zone. Jeldon, he'll fight off a check. Gets a pass off the side of the net by Kieran Duffy, and that will end the power play. And it doesn't come out of the zone there. There's another shot stick by Duffy into the corner. So Duffy's now made 3 saves. Devin Dodson has a chance to go 3-on-2 in the zone. Dodson in. Dodson with a shot save made by Brecker, and we get a whistle with 8:42 left to go here in the first period. The Capitals, though, will get, more importantly, get an offensive zone faceoff, and even more important than that, they've killed off both penalties so far against. 8:42 is left to go here in the first period. 3-2, and shots in favor of the Brookings Rangers. Faceoff will be to the right of Cade Brecker, and it's going to be controlled after it's tangled up, and will be controlled by Brookings as they get out of the zone. Off the stick of Dre Burt, flipped up by Hershoff, and Chris Schultz is there off the glass, doesn't get out of the zone. Here's Logan Bortnum. And, excuse me, that's Talon Richter. Richter will turn his shot. That one misses everybody and goes behind the net. And then it'll be played up and out. Powers tried to get over to his glove, and that will be off the stick of Jacob Drew, and it'll be hard around the boards. John Lyons will come on for a shift as the third line is going to get out there a little bit here for the Caps. Elliott Live couldn't hold the zone, and we played back and in for Owen Schneider. Schneider on the far side. There, he works it to the far side. On his backhand, he'll turn to his forehand and throw it behind the net. Quick pass in front, is in front, and a save made by Duffy. The rebound's loose. There's another chance for the Rangers. Trying to get his stuff in, and a good stick there by Chris Schultz to block it up. And he'll come back out of the zone. Rangers will tag back up, and now Chris Schultz again with it. Good defensive play there by Schultz. Was not tipped by Elliott Life, and it will be an icing called on the Hawaii Capitals. And we'll go back down to the left of Kieran Duffy for another Leisure Palace puck drop. With 7:36 left to go here in the first period, we still have no score between these two teams. Good crowd on hand here at the Expo Center. As the Rangers win the Leisure Palace puck drop, it's going to be covered by Kieran Duffy as it came in front. A good job by Isaac Pollock pushing Isaac Schulte off the puck. Peterson is lined up with Zach Struck on the defensive side. Instead of Schulte being on the defensive side, here's Zach Struck with it. His shot, that one gets blocked down, and it goes wide, but still not to the goal line, and played back behind the net. John Lyons is there, comes in front. There's a shot and a save made by Duffy. Asher Grease lost his stick. There's another shot and a save made. That one by Kieran Duffy again, and we get a whistle. So right now, John Lyons is out there with Isaac Pollock on defense. And we'll get that top line coming back out. I guess he was still on that the second line offense. Devin Dodson didn't get that last shift with the second line. As it's Chris Schultz trying to go up the boards, but it's going to be played here by Hershoff. Talon Richter, his pass towards the slot, and that goes off of a stick. And back behind the net to be played here for Isaac Pollock. He'll throw it around to the near side. Elliott Live nearly lost the puck. Diving play by Life, but it's taken here by the Rangers. There's a shot that goes wide glove side of Duffy. Missed it by a couple of feet there was Hershoff. Man goes down for the Rangers. Puck is still loose and comes back out for Zach Struck with a shot that goes wide of Duffy as well. 6:40 left to go here in the first period. 6-2 in shots. That one will be a DNA puck out of play. And we get a whistle. 6:41 left to go here in the first period. Craig Davis didn't even flinch on it. Puck was kind of getting close to him. He didn't even flinch up here at the Crow's Nest. As it'll be a Leisure Palace puck drop to the right of Kieran Duffy. Ashton Whitty against Elliott Life. And it'll be controlled by the Caps. Elliott Life has it. He'll flip it off the glass, nearly out of play again, but it comes out of the zone and thrown back in by the Rangers. Here's Dre Burtz. He'll throw it across. Jaden Floor off of his stick. He'll recover. His pass, though, missing Andy Gordon and Rafe Briggs, and then going between two different defensemen of the Rangers and all the way down. No icing. 6:20 left to go here in the first period. No score between these two teams. And not out of the zone. Dre Burnt, good job to hold it in. Rafe Briggs, a pass over for Elliott Life. Trying to get it over for Gordon. Now another chance over for Gordon as the first one got blocked up, and then the net's off its mooring, so we get a whistle. And it'll be another Leisure Palace puck drop in the offensive zone for the Caps. And we'll get the second line out here for the Hawaii Capitals. Had that opportunity, but a good block by the defenseman of the Brookings Rangers because Andy Gordon was over all by himself. Had a chance for a one-timer, but the puck never got to him after it got blocked out. Leisure Palace puck drop is won by the Rangers. Dre Burnt tried to pinch in. Couldn't keep it in the zone, but a good job by Keenan Howard to replace Burnt where he was at in this position, and it played it right back in the zone for the Caps. There's a bouncing puck that's controlled by the Rangers on the near side corner. Hard around the boards and to the far side, held in by Jaden Floor off the boards for Howard. Howard on a backhander, goes behind the net to the near side corner. And Peterson, Hershoff, that one tried to be cleared out. John Lyons again still on the second line here with the Hawaii Caps. Keenan Howard for Jaden Floor as he'll go back to his own blue line. Howard in the neutral zone. Floor out in the neutral zone. That shot gets blocked all the way back behind the net. Bouncing puck that trying to get to the front of the net. And it's still loose, and it'll be played here by the Rangers. Ashton Grease trying to check off his man in West Koenig. Dre Burnt runs into West Koenig. And he'll stays in the zone here for the Caps as they get try to get the first line back out. As it'll be now West Koenig again. His pass going to be nearly intercepted by Rafe Briggs, but his stick got lifted. And Whitty now for the Rangers. To the far side, Jeldon. He'll control it. His pass. Koenig had abandoned the spot where that pass was coming because everybody was going off for a change. Dre Burnt will slow things down here for the Caps. Not that it's going slow enough right now, or at least a feeling out process between these two teams. Burnt up to the blue line. As Brody Powers flipped back in. Isaac Pollock will go across for Dre Burnt. Burnt trying to get some speed in the neutral zone. Makes three guys miss now. He's still in the neutral zone. And he'll back in and flip it in. And the Caps are delayed offside right now as Burnt goes off for the change for Chris Schultz. And then it's up here for Talon Richter. Richter is in. Shot blocked by Chris Schultz. Who else would block that shot? Nearly blocked down by Rafe Briggs or by Breck Hershoff. And then thrown in, glove down by Duffy. He'll leave it for Chris Schultz. Chris Schultz, Coach Steele won a penalty call on Hershoff, and then we'll have a hand pass called as Owen Schneider got the hand on it, got the glove on it, and he left it for Breck Hershoff, and it will have a face-off in the neutral zone. With 4:02 left to go here in the first period, 7-2 in shots, just 7-2 in shots. No score between these two teams. It has been both these teams, especially Brookings, a very good defensive team. The Caps are very good as well defensively, but the Rangers, the amount of goals that they have let up this year is remarkable on the defensive side. Chris Schultz from his own end. He'll throw it out of the zone. Played back by Trent Peterson. And missing Max Gell in the pass. Here's now Keenan Howard for the Caps. Howard is in the zone. But an offside is called out. I think Ashton Grease got in there just a little bit too quick. And we get a whistle here with 3:38 left to go in the first period. Nobody makes a change yet. Ashton Grease will win the Leisure Palace puck drop. Keenan Howard trying to backhand it in the zone. It'll be played back out and around for Isaac Pollock. And that one's flipped up, stays in play. Ashton Grease, his pass over for Devin Dotson. He rejoins the second line, then Dotson blows a tire getting across the blue line. And then Chris Schultz, his pass for Ashton Grease. Grease now has it. Grease is in. Grease with a shot, gets blocked down, gloved down by Peterson. Chopped at, and then Grease will throw down Peterson. And then Dotson will run into the boards as well. And here comes now Max Jeldon. Here's a chance for a 2-on-1. Jeldon in the zone. Jeldon, a good stick lift by Pollock. There's a shot that goes wide. Pollock with a good back check to get back in position. Peterson still has it. His shot glove save made by Duffy as he saw that all the way. And we get a whistle with 2:52 left to go here in the first period in a scoreless tie, 0-0. 8-2 in shots so far between the Brookings Rangers, who have the 8 shots, the Hawaii Capitals 2. Leisure Palace puck drop will be to the right of Kieran Duffy. And it will be now Breck Hershoff on the Leisure Palace puck drop win by the Rangers. Jaden Floor up, out by Rafe Briggs. Will be played back around, and then it will be in for Jaden Floor. Jaden Floor over for Elliott Life. That goes off of a Ranger player, off of Logan Bortnam, and Bortnam now will take the puck. Then Dre Burke goes up the boards. This will come out of the zone. Now here's a chance for a 2-on-2. Elliott Life in the zone. He'll try and go around Jacob Drew. Life, though, cannot get to the puck first. It'll be played by the Rangers, and he'll come back to the blue line, but held in off the stick of Elliott Life. Rafe Briggs on his back end. Puck is still loose, and now it's Elliott Life. Andy Gordon on his back end. Rafe Briggs chopping out, trying to get a shot. Briggs still will pass it over for Jaden Floor. Keeps it in the zone, and it'll be at the slot for Elliott Life, but then it'll become the other way, and the Caps are feeling some fatigue here late in this first period. Rafe Briggs had to put his head down. I think he's a little bit slow right now. Dre Burns goes up for Rafe Briggs. Briggs will keep the puck. He'll sidestep Wes Koenig in the zone. A shot gets blocked down by Peterson. Trying to get anything thrown at the net. Rafe Briggs coming off for a change. Ashton Grease is at the blue line. He'll hold it in. He'll throw it towards the net. That one was sticked up to the glass and then came back in front of the net to be gloved down by Peterson. And now Wes Koenig. And then John Lyons gets run into. Chris Schultz. He'll throw it up for Ashton Grease. Here's a chance. 3-on-3 for the Caps in the zone. Ashton Grease. The good stick there by the Rangers with 1:10 left to go here in the first period. It'll be out to the blue line and out of the zone. Isaac Pollock will throw it back as John Lyons chops at it. Ashton Whitty now over for Zach Struck. He was the one that got the good stick on Ashton Grease to eliminate any chance for a 3-on-3. Ashton Whitty is in. Block shot by Isaac Pollock. Still for the Rangers as it's now Owen Schneider. Schneider gets tangled up with Isaac Pollock. Pollock looking for help for some support. 4 guys are there. Ashton Grease now has it for the Caps, and he'll race it in the center ice. And he'll step past of a check from Ashton Whitty, and it'll become played around for Chris Schultz with 25 to go here in the first period. Isaac Pollock backhanded up. Here's Keenan Howard in. Howard along with Elliott Life. Howard, though, had his pocket picked. And up with 15 seconds left to go here in the first period. Logan Bortnum taps it in the zone with 10 to go. Trying to take the puck away from Chris Schultz. Chris Schultz, here's Keenan Howard. Flipped up, not out of the zone with 3 seconds left, and it will be chopped out, and we will end the first period at a scoreless tie, 0-0. 8 shots to 2. A lot of action, not a whole lot of shots between these two teams in the first period. As the Caps are tied here 0-0 after the first period. We'll have a quick word with Coach Steve Steele at the end of this first period. As, again, we're tied here after one. As Coach Steele gets the headset on. Coach, it's a very defensive game in this first period. That's how we're going to put this one, because not a whole lot of shots, but you got to be proud of your effort so far in this first period.
Yeah, I think the puck's been moving really fast, both up and down the ice for both teams. I think they got us a little bit of zone time on us there, but I think it's been a pretty back and forth game so far. I think that one thing they've done a good job. I think the reason you're seeing the shot total, a little bit of what it is they blocked a lot of shots that period. We had a couple good blocks, but we're really struggling to get anything all the way through to the net.
And you got to give credit to the other team, but this is now the second game in a row where offense has been a little bit of a struggle in the first period. What, besides a good defensive team in Rushmore and Brookings, what can you change to make sure you get the offensive zone pressure?
I think the big thing that we've got to do is, I think we're getting a little too far on our forecheck, and we're leaving some lanes behind us to break out. We're not being quite as patient as we need to be. And then, I think in the offensive side, we're not hitting the right shot angles that we want. We're still shooting a little too straight ahead. I think to get anything through these guys, we've got to bend our angle a little bit wider and take some wider shots and crash the net. So those are just some things that we've got to continue to shore up. But, again, it's a good period. It's a fun game.
Yeah, and Kieran Duffy made all 8 stops. There's been a couple of good chances from Brookings. He's looked sharp early on.
Yeah, he's had a really good game. Wouldn't expect anything less. And our defense has done a really good job supporting him. There hasn't been a whole lot of second chance opportunities. So, pretty solid period.
What's going to be any changes going in the second period?
No, I think the big thing, like we said, we've got to really bend our shot angle a little bit wider, and we've got to be a little bit more patient on our forecheck. But, other than those two things, we just got to keep playing and, convert when we get the opportunities.
Coach, I appreciate the time here. Good luck in the second period. Good luck the rest of the game.
Thanks, John.
Head coach of the Hawaii Capitals in Steve Steele, as it is a 0-0 tie after the first period. 8 shots to 2 in favor of the Brookings Rangers, as we will return with the first intermission between the Grace Plumbing first intermission, the Home Care Services first intermission stats. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
Looking for reliable and trust every now and then. Why not let these call Graves Plumbing for all your plumbing? Them on Facebook to check out the work they've done. Graves Plumbing that today. 222-8400. That's 22. Graves Plumbing, taking pride in every job.
services, the expert advice and specialized care. Living into home care services as a team staff that offer in-home local community. For more information about home care services, call 224-2273. Expert advice, professional care, home care services, 224-2273, or at home care services SD.
We only drink question. Store and Social Club. They're open 6 days a week from 6 a.m. till 11 p.m. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Choose from their complete menu, offering something for everyone, along with a children's menu that will make any kid happy. At Store and Social Club, you'll find mouth-watering food, and it's always served with a smile service. All at the little out of the way.
Hi, this is Katrina from Oahe Federal Credit Union. Ever wonder what the difference is between a credit union and a bank? Credit unions are member-owned and non-for-profit. So instead of paying shareholders like banks, credit unions turn profit to members with higher dividends and if you are an employee of the state of South Dakota, stop in at 2 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and discover the benefits today.
Hi, this is Ashton, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock, cityrock.com.
As we welcome you back here at the Expo Center, as the Hawaii Capitals and Brookings Rangers are tied 0-0 after the first period. No score between these two teams. 8 shots to 2 in favor of the Brookings Rangers after the first period. And it's been a defensive battle. It's two good defensive teams. Kieran Duffy has looked sharp, making all 8 saves. And a couple of good blocks in front of him. They've eliminated the rebounds. Duffy's eliminated the rebounds as well. It's been overall good for the Hawaii Capitals in this first period. But for the Brookings Rangers, they've continued to be the same way. They've continued to be able to stop those chances and to stop the opportunities of the Hawaii Capitals because the Caps, they've only gotten 2 shots so far. And it's been not so good as the Caps, again, with just those 2 shots in the first period, they haven't got a whole lot of offense. That's been the struggle right now, is getting the offense going. We talked with Coach Steele and said, hey, the forecheck is going back a little bit too much, and so defensively you haven't gotten what you want to see from this Hawaii Capitals offense, but you held the Rangers in check in that first period. It's a 0-0 game. You killed off both penalties. There's a lot more good than anything else that comes out of this period, and especially on the defensive side, it's been all good for the Hawaii Capitals. And when you look at what the Capitals did last night to what they're doing here today, the Caps passing wasn't as crisp last night as it has been so far today, especially from their own end and out of their own end. It's really made things tough for the Rangers to get any kind of offensive zone pressure because at the very least the Caps are able to throw the puck all the way down the other end of the ice and make the Rangers go all the way back the other way. And the Caps, right so far in this first period, have been very good defensively against this Brookings Rangers team. Caps and Rangers tied at 0-0. We'll run through the scores throughout the states. We have all final scores except for ours in the varsity tournament, so we will have we'll have that for you coming up here in the next after this next commercial break. But before we get there, the Hawaii Capitals Pee Wee Bees team, they were in the state championship here today. Unfortunately, they did not get the win. They lost 6-4 to Sioux Falls 1, but they will finish in second place. And a big congratulations and a big shout out to the Hawaii Capitals Pee Wee Bees team as they finished in second place this year in the state tournament after winning over Sioux Falls, winning over Sioux Falls in the Sioux Falls 2 in the semifinals as they won 5-3 in the first semifinal game and then lost 6-4 here to Sioux Falls 1 as they finish in second place. But a big congratulations, a big shout out to the Hawaii Capitals Pee Wee Bees team for getting second place in the state tournament. We'll step aside. We'll come back with more of the second intermission, or the first intermission, the Grace Plumbing first intermission. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
Are you looking for a reliable, experienced, and trustworthy plumber? Because we all have to deal with a plumbing problem every now and then. Why not let the Pier for all your plumbing needs. Visit Facebook to check out the work they've done. Graves Plumbing Pier. Call today, 222-400. Graves Plumbing, taking pride in every job, no matter the size.
Care Services, private agency committed to providing expert advice and specialized care to those who want to remain living independently at home. Home Care Services has a team of nurses, caregivers, and administrative staff that offers 30-plus years of in-home support services. More information, call 224-2273. Expert professional care, Home Care Services, 224-2273, or online at home.
Star Financial Services is a full-service financial plan dedicated to financial fitness. Your on your life and goals, not some impersonal benchmark. Jackie Putzier will take the time to assess your needs, hear your concerns, and offer objective recommendations. Rethink what you're making to your financial fitness. Jackie Putzier at 4931 or Star Financial Services in Kyoto. Services Incorporated, INRA.
Dakota with specialty treatment, permanent treatment, a quality first emphasis. We believe that by serving as much healthy tooth as possible, help you retain your natural teeth. Microscope to diagnose dentist if specialist is right for you. Princeton Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue.
The Schwartz Agency, operating in the Pierpont area since 2000. Home insurance, we cover it. Farm insurance, we cover it. Commercial, cover it. The Schwartz Agency is open 5 days a week to assist your needs. Remember, quotes are free. Chances are the Schwartz Agency can save you money on a policy and provide the same or better coverage. The Schwartz Agency, get the personal service you deserve. Call Ryan at 224-0707. That's 224-07.
Hi, this is Steve Steele, the coach for the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 1.5 Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
As we welcome you back here at the Expo Center, as we have still a scoreless tie after the first period, 8-2 in shots in favor of the Brookings Rangers. 2 penalties by the Oahe Capitals. It was Devin Dawson, Dre Burt that got 2 penalties pretty much back-to-back as the Caps were able to kill off both of them, and we remained scoreless after the first. The other games across the states, they're all final except for this one. 3 other games we played. Sioux Falls 1 beats Mitchell 8-1. Sioux Falls 2 beat Mitchell 8-1. Sioux Center, after losing 9-7 last night to Aberdeen, they come back and win 9-3 this morning. And then Sioux Falls 1 beat Watertown 7-3 in Sioux Falls just a little bit ago. And here we are sitting at a scoreless tie after the first period between the Caps and the Rangers. And then we get into a big Friday next Friday. Sioux Falls 2 and Brookings will play on Friday. The Caps and Rushmore Thunder will play on Friday. So the top 4 teams will play against each other next week Friday. We'll keep an eye on both games starting at 8 o'clock. And so if you're listening to the game here on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com or watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, we'll keep an eye on that game and give you some updates as we go along with that one as well. Caps are being outshot 8-2 after the first period, but we are scoreless after the first. Back with the start of the second period. After this, you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
Are you looking for a plumber? Because plumbing problem. Call Graves Plumbing and Plumbing Needs. Visit them on Facebook. Check out the work they've done. Graves Plumbing of Pier. Phone 222-8400. That's 222-8400. Graves Plumbing, taking pride in every job, no matter the size.
Home is a private agency committed to providing expert advice and specialized care to those who want to remain living independently at home. Home Care Services has a team of nurses, caregivers, and administrative staff that offers 30-plus years of in-home support services to our local community. For more information about Home Care Services, call 224-2273. Expert advice, professional care, Home Care Service 2273, or on homecareservicessd.com.
Tired of walking with trust and having to Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmaster. They can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East 2 Avenue. Sunmasters in Pier.
Has it been years since you've been to the dentist? Are you afraid? If so, you are among many people who feel this way. Hi, I am Dr. Michelle Hofer of Missouri River Dentistry. At our office, we pride ourselves as an office that you to offer gentle dentistry tailored to fit each patient's needs. We do so by utilizing state-of-the-art equipment and methods which allow patients to feel comfortable. So whether 6 months since the visit, we invite you to call us at Missouri River Dentistry, 223-2021.
Hi, this is Jade Floor, and you're listening to Oahe Hockey on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
Brookings Rangers return the ice. The Hawaii Capitals will be returning the ice here shortly as the Rangers and Caps set to battle here in the second period as we are scoreless after that first period. Again, 8-2 in shots in favor of the Brookings Rangers in that first period. The Caps now will attack from right to left on your radio dial, and the Rangers from left to right. In the period of the long change, offensively, you can hem someone in without having any kind of chance for a change, but the Caps looking to get that offense rolling here. With just 2 shots after the first period, they've got to find a way to get the offense rolling. Rangers with those 8 shots in the first period, they had some pretty high-quality chances. Caps haven't really had the high-quality chances quite yet between the two teams, as the Caps now returning to the ice. As we'll see who will start, if we'll have the same starting 5 that they had in the first period to start this second period as well. The Caps, this is the second game in back-to-back days. They played a Rushmore team last night that is very deep, and the fatigue might become a factor. Brookings had a chance to take take Saturday off after playing Friday night, so they come here against this Capitals team a little bit fresher than what this Capitals team is, although Kieran Duffy is as fresh as Kate Brecker would be, if not fresher, because Duffy has not played since last week Saturday. He will play twice next weekend. He'll play Friday and Sunday, and Carter Scholes will play on Saturday, as both goalies will get 10 games apiece. And as the referee telling Coach Steele they got to get out here quicker, but we're getting set here for the second period. So it's Elliott Life face on with Logan Bortnam. And the Leisure Palace puck drop is won by the Brookings Rangers, and we're underway here to start the second period. As we play it back, Jaden Floor will go back behind his own net. Floor up off the skate of Rafe Briggs, and it'll come back for Andy Gordon, who goes behind Briggs on the pass. And then trying to kick it along was Richter, but it should go down for an icing. But it is not called an icing. As Elliott Life now, his pass intercepted. But a man blew a tire in front. That was Richter again that blew a tire, and it'll come out to center ice, and it'll be thrown back in. This one by Jacob Drew, and be played back for Dre Burnt. Burnt goes up for Elliott Life. He'll turn look off the stick of Dre Burnt. He'll go in with the back end and flip it in off of Ashton Whitty. And the Brookings Rangers will get a quick change with two men making the change, as they only have 4 guys out on the ice right now. Oh, there's the 5th guy. Thought we couldn't see that 5th guy. There's a shot, and Kieran Duffy makes the save and swats that up in the air. It's gloved down, and then a hand pass. Nope, they're going to say it was not a hand pass. That shot goes off the goal post, off the outside of the goal post, and then Jaden Floor has it. So now Floor, he'll race in. Trying to get in the attacking end, but it was taken by Max Jeldon, and then he is checked off the puck by Andy Gordon. Good check there by Gordon as Rafe Briggs will throw it in. We'll get the first change here for the Hawaii Capitals in the second period. Goes up to the blue line, comes out of the zone. Jaden Floor will throw it back in. Elliott Life will come off the ice as the Capitals had to tag back up. And then from behind the net, pass off the stick, Chris Schultz. He'll keep it in the attacking end for the Caps. Hard around the boards here on the near side. Isaac Pollock did a good job to hold the zone. Good job by Pollock. He does that really well at the blue line. As it's going to be, though, played by the Rangers. Good stick there from Ashton Grease to keep Hershaw from taking it out of the zone for a moment, and now it'll be played up and through. Excuse me, that was Brody Powers. They kept it from Ashton Grease, trying to get in the slot, couldn't get the shot. Isaac Schulte has run into the boards. Schulte ended up falling to the ice, and it'll be all the way down, and we get a whistle, and that might be the first time the Brookings Rangers have iced it here this afternoon, or this evening. 4:55 left to go here, and 14:55 left to go here in the second period. No score between the Caps and the Rangers. 9 shots to 2 in favor of the Brookings Rangers. Elliott Life, Brody Powers on the Leisure Palace puck drop. It's won by the Rangers, Alec Rice. As Rice going to be played Schulte. He'll have his stick lifted and tangled up with Elliott Life. Goes off of Andy Gordon from Isaac Pollock, and it'll be taken now by Powers again. And Powers lost the puck from Pollock. Briggs fishes it out of the zone, and it'll be played back from the near side all the way to the far side of the boards in the zone. Chris Schultz for a skate behind his net off the skate of Rafe Briggs. The pass deflected by Life, taken by Briggs. Briggs trying to toe drag around. He's still got the puck, trying to get it over for Gordon. Gordon and Life ran into each other. Pollock, good job to step up. Pollock on his back end, trying to pass it to the slot. Fanned on the pass attempt, and it'll come into the slot, but nobody was there for the Caps, and it'll be played out of the zone. Schulte got it out, and now it's up ahead here by the Rangers. There's a shot and a save made by Duffy, as Elliott Life will flip it out, and looks like Rafe Briggs, if he's going to win the race, there will be no icing, as Trent Peterson got to it first, and it'll be around to the near side. Pollock will hold the zone in. Pollock's all over the place right now. Bortnum throws it around to the far side. At the blue line, good job by Chris Schultz to bat it out of the air, but the Caps couldn't play it, and then be back for Keenan Howard. But now Howard, he'll throw it in. He'll swing it around. Brecker came out of his net, missed it, and then it was missed there by by John Lyons. And then it's thrown in, delayed offside. Caps tag up. And it's Jacob Drew now behind. Jacob Drew goes up, and it's not going to get out of the zone. Ashton Grease with a shot. That one whistles high of Brecker. Jaden Floor holds the zone. That pass blocked down and then cleared out by the Rangers. And then taken by Burnt. Burnt pass the middle of the ice. That misses everybody. And it will not be an icing, as it might have been touched by the Rangers, either that or left. And now a steal. Ashton Grease couldn't stuff it in, though. But it's still loose, and it'll come free. Grease took it away from Brecker and almost put it in the backhand without Brecker getting back. And now 2-on-1 the other way. There's a shot and a save made by Duffy. I think it's maybe starting to open up here a little bit. Peterson will hold it in. He'll throw it around. Jaden Floor now off the boards, but not out of the zone. He played back, pass to the slot, a one-timer that goes wide. That one came from Ashton Whitty. And then we get a whistle as, was the puck frozen, or do we get net off its moorings, I believe it's going to be called. And we get a whistle with 12:34 left to go. Ashton Grease nearly had it. I'm sure he's going to be a little frustrated as he comes back to the bench right now. I don't even know if the puck got to the net or if a stick got onto it or not. But he was not able to find the back of the net. And we still remain scoreless here with 12:25 to play in the second period. Andy Gordon takes it, his pass off of a skate. Rafe Briggs from the shot, is a slot shot, and that goes high over Brecker. And back Floor from the blue line, off the boards to play back behind the net. Peterson played it around. Trey Burnt holds it in. He tried to throw in towards the net, that got blocked down by Whitty. He played up, not out. Floor again holds it in, off the boards, try to angle it towards the near side corner, but now Owen Schneider, he let it go, and Max Jeldon now has it. And Jeldon, the captain of the Rangers, nearly a trip by Andy Gordon. Now Jeldon with a shot, trying to go far side, and that one just missed. Duffy gave him a lot of room to the blocker side, but he missed the angle. And then Zach Struck will throw it in. Duffy missed the play as it went around the net, but it's still played here by the Rangers. Wes Koenig racing after it. He will cut off Andy Gordon, and then Koenig is dumped by Gordon as Floor will turn all the way around with it and pass to his offensive partner in Dre Burnt. 11:20 left to go here in the second period. Still no score between these two teams. 11-3 in shots. We've seen a little bit more shots here in the first part of this second period. As Gordon now will play it off the boards for Burnt, and now Burnt's up for Elliott Life. Try to throw it out of the zone. It does come out, but Richter will throw it right back in. And now Floor has it. He'll escape to the neutral zone. Rafe Briggs will dump it in, goes in on Brecker, and into the near side corner. Back to be played behind the goal. and Elliott Life will cut off the man. But it'll be played back out. Alec Rice had it, rolled up the boards, stayed on the boards and came back down, but it'll still be played by Jacob Drew of the Rangers, and he'll clear the zone. And now a 2-on-2 in the zone. And a good stick again by Rafe Briggs. He'll glove it down. One hand on the stick. Elliott Life backhands it in. Rafe Briggs looking to attack after it. Briggs has it. Briggs trying to throw one towards the net. Here's now Isaac Pollock that will step in. His shot goes off of Ashton Grease's stick. It was going to go wide anyway. Grease almost lost his stick off of that. Here's now Chris Schultz. He'll throw in towards the net. A bouncing puck that goes wide. Keenan Howard will get to it on the near side. He'll play it off the glass, and then it'll be played up. And Isaac Pollock trying to keep the zone in. Hershoff gets taken down by Pollock. Chris Schultz, though, will play it up, and it stays 5-on-5. I think the Rangers are maybe looking for a penalty on Isaac Pollock. Here's Hershoff back in. Long shot, and he is offside. Someone is offside for the Rangers, and we get a whistle. With 9:56 to go here in the second period, still no score. 11-4 and shots in favor of the Brookings Rangers. And the Leisure Palace puck drop is won by the Rangers, but they win it cleanly all the way down the ice. As it'll be Owen Schneider on the far side boards, gets it out of the zone. And Chris Schultz now. Schultz a pass up. That one will be played back and then thrown in. And right at the red line was Zach Struck. And now Ashton Grease. Grease will play it off the defender. Bounces behind the net. Grease is going to race after it after it played to the far side corner. And from that corner, he tried to throw it around. He played back towards Grease, but Owen Schneider is going to be the one to play it and play it up the zone and out for Max Jeldon. Jeldon's going to swing wide for the face-off. Not a shot and a save made. The rebound's cleaned away. And now a chance for a 2-on-2 with Howard along with Grease. Howard, he is tripped up. A penalty's coming up to the Rangers. And here comes now Ashton Grease. Kieran Duffy's coming off for an extra attacker. Andy Gordon, his pass towards the slot, and the Rangers never have possession, but they touch the puck, and we get a whistle. And the Hawaii Capitals will have their first Grey Goose Store and Social Club power play. It will try and be the second time only that the Rangers are beaten on the power play. Zach Struck is going to go for a trip with 8:57 left to go here in the second period. The Caps were 0 for 5 on the main advantage yesterday. The Grey Goose Store and Social Club power play, first one of the evening. Shot off the face-off. It's going to be blocked down. Caps trying to hold the zone. They cannot hold the zone. It'll be played back to the neutral zone here for Rafe Briggs. Briggs back from his own blue line. He'll try and race forward. Briggs goes between the legs of Ashton Grease into the zone. And then Briggs takes a knee. Taken by Ellie Light, but he couldn't get the shot away. And here's Andy Gordon. Ashton Grease. He has it. Grease looking for Briggs. A shot and a save made. A rebound and no chance. Dre Burr with a shot, and that one's up in the air. Ashton Grease will glove it down. He'll play it first. Pass to the slot. Comes back out for Dre Burr at the point, and his pass misses Elliott Life, and it'll go in the near side corner. Still played by the Capitals. Here's now Andy Gordon with it. From the near side boards, he'll throw it all the way across for Dre Burt. Off of his stick and skate. Flipped up the boards, but not out. Elliott Life is there. Dre Burt kicks it. It'll be played back towards the blue line, but it'll be taken by the Rangers as they'll exit the zone. And Dre Burt will have to turn with it, lost his footing. And the Rangers will come off for a change. 3 guys were coming off the ice, and they get 3 of their 4 penalty killers a change. As that one's ripped around. And Trent Peterson will try and clear it. And it's going to be held in by the Caps. Elliott Life, though, lost off of his stick and then off the side of the stick of Andy Gordon and out. 40 seconds left to go on the man advantage here in the first Grey Goose Store and Social Club power play for the Hawaii Caps. Dre Burnt will dump it in. He'll try and corner it behind the net to be into the corner off the stick and off the skates of Jaden Floor to hold the zone. Andy Gordon. He'll play it back, and it's going to be up in the netting. We get a whistle, and I don't think it touched anything, and it will stay in the zone as the Caps will get an offensive zone faceoff with 24 seconds left to go in the main advantage. And again, it's a Grey Goose Store and Social Club power play. For every power play goal, Grey Goose Store and Social Club will donate $15 to the Bikers Against Child Abuse Hawaii chapter. Ashton Grease to the right of Kate Brecker on the Leisure Palace puck drop, and it's won by the Rangers, but not out of the zone. Isaac Pollock, he'll play it back down with 15 left to go with the man advantage. Ashton Grease, the near side corner. He's tangled up. His pass towards the slot. That one missed everybody, went through the blue paint, and Chris Schultz still has it. Down to 6 to go in the man advantage. So Isaac Pollock will back it up to make sure they don't get a breakaway coming out of the penalty box. And it is now a back to 5-on-5 as now Keenan Howard will throw it back down. And the Caps trying to get it back to the front of the net. It'll be played back here by Peterson. And he'll throw it out of the zone. And it goes down, but not far enough for an icing. Chris Schultz will get to it before it gets to the red line. And he'll stop and start the other way. His pass got deflected, and it's stolen away, and a shot and an easy glove save here for Kieran Duffy. And a whistle with 6:35 left to go here in the second period. 12 shots to 6 in favor, 13 to 6. They had to back that up. 13 to 6 in favor of the Brookings Rangers. With 6:35 left to go in the second period and still a scoreless hockey game. The Leisure Palace puck drop is going to be misplayed by Rafe Briggs, but it comes out of the zone at 2-on-2 if the Caps can hurry. And Rafe Briggs into the zone. He'll try and swing wide, try to toe drag around Jacob Drew. Out to the blue line, and now the zone. Elliott Live couldn't hold it in. Chris Schultz goes across for Pollock. He'll redirect it in from the red line and played back to the near side corner. And it'll be played around Hershoff. Isaac Pollock, though, it'll be played back around to the far side. And at the boards and out of the zone. Here's Chris Schultz. Throws it back in off the glass. Jacob Drew over for Alec Rice. Back for Drew again. Drew, he nearly lost the puck. Elliott Life almost toe-picked himself into the boards. That could have been a dangerous play, but Life was able to regain his balance. Isaac Pollock has it now. Pollock underneath the face-off dot. Pollock will turn with his forehand, trying to throw it towards the slot. Comes back to Pollock, but he can't keep it on his stick to play it forward. And now it'll be taken by Hershoff, and it's going to be 2-on-2 as Pollock will get back as Andy Gordon was with him, along with Chris Schultz. And back to the slot, but the good thing was the Rangers were changing. Rafe Briggs fan on the pass up for Elliott Life, but Briggs now will backhand it, not far into the Brookings Rangers end. And now Wes Koenig at the blue line. Didn't get it deep also. And it's back for Peterson. He'll play it right back off the boards. We played a lot of time in the neutral zone as Andy Gordon took a huge hit from Wes Koenig. And it'll be played back up for Isaac Pollock, and he'll throw it down. That missed underneath the stick, and they're going to say that he could have played it, so there's no icing. As it'll be at the blue line again and up and out of the zone, and here comes Brody Powers. Powers, he lost the puck, gets it back, a shot that misses, and then end up taking the net off his moorings, did Kieran Duffy, so we get another whistle. With 4:50 left to go here in the second period. 13-6 still in shots. You are listening to KCCR FM Blunts as it is at the 6 o'clock hour here. 4:50 left to go here in the second period with no score between these two teams. The Leisure Palace puck drop is won by the Capitals, but still played by the Rangers in the attacking end. Jaden Floor tried to seal off his man, but it'll be for the Rangers from the near side corner. Pass towards the slot. Jeldon, a shot. It gets blocked out. A chance to pass back to Jeldon, and he's going to fan on it, and the Capitals are going to exit the zone. Here's Ashton Grease bringing it in. He'll throw it off the stick of Cade Brecker as he'll push it into the corner, and then back out of the zone, and a 2-on-2 upcoming as now racing is Jeldon trying to get to the front of the net. Jaden Floor, he will stop. He'll get in front of the passing lane, and then unable to get a pass away was Ashton Whitty. And then Floor is able to seal off Jeldon. 2-on-2 behind the net. 4 players are battling for it. Now 5 players will battle for it. Still everybody over there. Nobody can get to the puck free as it will finally come free. And out at the blue line, held in by the Rangers and struck. And at the blue line, still Ashton Whitty. He gets a check from Dre Burt. Around is Jeldon. To his backhand, he scores. And Max Jeldon makes it 1-0 as the Caps start to get out of position. And Max Jeldon's got his 28th of the season. And he opens up the scoring, breaks the ice with 3:46 left to go here in the second period. Jeldon got to his forehand, to his backhand, and beat Duffy to his stick side. And that's our first goal of the game. Jeldon's now got 2 of his 28 against the Caps. He got the game winner in overtime back in January, and now here as Chris Schultz will play it behind his own net. Caps now trail 1-0 again against this Brookings Rangers team. This is held in. That will be out of the zone. Greg Hershoff tried to hold it in. Could not. Richter and Struck will get the assist. Richter's got his 5th assist, and Zach Struck will have his 7th assist of the season. From the neutral zone, the Leisure Pals puck drop, and it's going to be won by the Caps, flipped high out to center ice, and then dumped in by the Caps with 3:20 left to go here in the second period. Isaac Polak could not keep the zone, and now Logan Bortnam is in, and he is tripped up. And Isaac Polak is called for a hook, or he's called for a trip. Boy, Bortnam was going down before anybody had made a play on him. And a trip is called. Polak is called for a trip. 3:12 left to go here in the second period. And it's going to be the third power play here for the Brookings Rangers, who lead 1-0. So again, another good penalty killers in the penalty box here for the Caps. Trenton Peterson, he'll walk it down to the top of the face-off circle. Back for Jeldon, a pass across for Bortnam. Bortnam fans on his pass attempt here on the near side. He's out to the top of the face-off circle, down to the face-off dot, and a shot gets blocked away. Peterson now has it. He'll go back for Jeldon. Jeldon from the top, his shot, and a glove save made by Kieran Duffy on the backhand. And we get a whistle with 2:46 left to go here in the second period. So Polak in the box for another minute 35 or less. Caps are 2 for 2 on the Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill. We've not seen a power play goal yet from either side. As the Leisure Pals puck drop is won by the Caps, but not out of the zone. A bouncing puck, and that one's off the pad of Kieran Duffy, but played back by the Rangers. Back to the point for Jeldon. Now over for Bornham. A one-timer chance. A good movement there from the Rangers, but Whitty didn't get all of it, and it went wide by a couple of feet. Jeldon square away. His shot gets blocked down by Schultz, but they can't clear the zone to the Capitals. There's another chance. A backhander save made by Duffy. That's a tough play for the goalie to make, but Duffy made the save. Here's Bortnam at the blue line. Rafe Briggs will take it away. He'll throw it off the boards, and he'll get it down, and they're able to clear the zone for the first time to the Caps. Minute into the power play. They'll get their quick change. Elliott Life was the one that stayed on the ice, but they'll get three new penalty killers on the ice. Gray Burnt will play it back down. Coach Steele is looking for Elliott Life to come off, but he'll continue to be a penalty killer as he's in the attacking end. Jeldon will stop behind his own net to reset the power play. His pass intercepted. Elliott Life scores! For the second time, the Rangers and Caps play. Jeldon turns it over in his own end. And Elliott Life scores a shorthanded goal. And we are tied 1:46 left to go here in the second period. Life has got his now 25th of the year. And an incredible interception, and he snapped it over the glove side of Brecker. And another shorthanded goal for the Hawaii Capitals. 1:40 left to go here in the second period. We are tied at 1. There's a shot and a save made by Cade Brecker. So the Caps have gotten 2 shots. They have 8 shots in the game right now between the two periods. They've gotten 2 shots in the last couple of seconds, shorthanded against the Rangers. We are tied 1-1 on the goal from Elliott Life. An unassisted goal for sure, as the pass went straight from Max Jeldon to Life. And coming back the other way, a pass nearly intercepted, but Logan Bortnam is in. Bortnam goes over for Richter. Tried to leave it to the slot, but that one misses Hershoff. Alec Rice throws it towards the net looking for a tip. It'll come all the way out as it missed the net. And coming out of the penalty box here shortly will be Isaac Polak with 1:12 left to go here in the second period. And the penalty is over. Polak is out. John Lyons will step on the ice. He'll be played up. And here's Dre Burt. Flips it at the glass. Off the glove of Keenan Howard. We'll have a hand pass called as Howard got it into his glove. He got checked off the puck, and then Ashton Grease was the first one to touch it. So we will have a Leisure Pals puck drop right at the center ice line with 1:02 left to go here in the second period. A big goal from Elliott Life to tie it up with 1 minute to go here now in the second period. Elliott Life trying to get free. Life to his backhand, but couldn't ever get in front. And now Isaac Polak will step back on the ice along with Jaden Floor. Max Jeldon in. He gets checked by Floor. And here comes now the other way. Jeldon is down on the ice. He's still going to be down as Elliott Life will come the other way. And the Rangers looking to touch it to get possession so they can get the play stopped. as it will be now played Ashton Whitty. And Jeldon did get up, so they're going to keep the play going. Jeldon just got off the ice before Brody Powers brought it in to the attack again. As it'll be here, played Hershoff, a pass, just missing Bortnum. 20 seconds left to go in the period. Backhanded out of the zone. Struck will throw it back in. This one, that's going to be Isaac Struck that put that one back in. And now here the other way comes Elliott Life, a backhander, an easy glove save made by Brecker with just 8.9 left to go here in the second period. (17-9) in shots. 1-1 is their score here after 2 periods. Put a little bit of a power play out here. Isaac Pollock trying to get to the front of the net as the Leisure Palace puck drop is won by the Rangers, and then another penalty is coming up to the Capitals at the end of the second period. A trip is going to be called to Andy Gordon. Boy, that's a tough tripping penalty because he kind of just bumped the man with the puck. But it's going to be Andy Gordon that's going to go to the penalty box at the last second of this second period. And it will be a power play upcoming to start the third period. The fourth power play. And Coach Steve Steele looking for an explanation from the referee as that ends the second period. 1-1 is their score here after 2. 17-9 in shots in favor of the Brookings Rangers. And a hearty cheer from the Capitals faithful here at the Expo Center as the second period has finished. It is 17-9 in shots in favor of the in favor of the Rangers, as we'll talk with Coach Steve Steele. As it is, again, 17-9 in shots in favor of the Rangers, but it is still a 1-1 game. Coach, Max Jeldon, he gave the Rangers the lead, but he turned the puck over again, and shorthanded has been the way to score against this Ranger team so far.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have had the conversation with the ref. Maybe I should thank him. I don't know. We'll see here. I guess time will tell here. I guess when we start the third period.
But the thing is, your penalty killers are so good, and they force those bad passes. That's credit to. That's not a slide against Brookings. That's credit to your penalty killers for being so good out there.
Yeah, they've done an outstanding job. Of just one, being patient, and then two, seeing their opportunity, reading the play very well, and then taking those passes when they know they're coming.
And again, Max Jeldon gave them the lead on the backhand, but Kieran Duffy has played good. He responded well after that goal was scored because, again, Brookings get one, and a lot of times once they get one on teams, they just roll right after that, but you guys have not allowed them to do that.
Yeah, we've done a good job of keeping it exactly the type of game we thought it was. Or thought it would be, and I said it's going to be a huge push here to get this next goal. This next goal is going to be gigantic.
Yeah, and you start on the penalty kill. We'll talk about the adjustments here in just a second, but how important is going to be the first 2 minutes of this third period?
You never know. I said if the next goal comes in the first 2 minutes, then could be gigantic, and again, like you said, our goal has been shorthanded, so maybe it's not a bad thing for us. It's always a little nervous when you're starting, fresh on a period with the 2 minutes killing, but it's going to be important. This next 2 minutes is going to be a very defining part of this game.
And what's going to be the adjustments going in the third period?
I think we did a better job of changing that shot angle and of getting the puck down there. But at the same point in time, we're passing up too many shots. We've got to make sure when we do get that shot angle, we're not trying to get the perfect shot. We've just got to get there and take the shots that we can take.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck in the third period.
Thanks, John.
As the head coach of the Oahe Capitals and Coach Steve Steele, as it is a 2-2 hockey game, a 1-1 hockey game after 2 periods, as the Caps have been outshot 17-9 after that second period. As we will step aside and we will come back and have that second intermission, the Bridget F Photography second intermission for you, along with the Reiki Grayweld Management second intermission stats. Caps and Rangers are tied at 1-1 after 2. You're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
Pictures and memories we want to last forever. For those Bridget M Photography, a unique boutique photography studio offering family portraits, children, seniors, and even your pets. They're available for weddings, commercial events, and sports photography. Stop in and visit their studio in Pierre, or look over their website at bridgetmphoto.com. Pictures and memories forever. M Photography in Pierre.
Wealth management, a place where achieving success only comes from work. We believe in relationships that will last generations. Change. At Ranking Management, we want to help you navigate these changes because our commitment to you won't. Let's work together on creating your financial plan. For your financial freedom, call Ranky Gray Wealth Management 324-5959 or visit us at rankygray.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial. Advice offered through GWM Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM and Ranky Gray Wealth Management entities from LPL Financial.
We all went out to eat. Where? The Goose Store and Social Club. From 6 a.m. till 11 p.m. for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Choose a complete menu for everyone, along with a children's menu that will make any kid happy. At Goose Store and Social Club, you'll find mouth-watering food, and it's always served with a smile and great service. All at Grey Goose Store and Social Club, one of those little out-of-the-way places.
DNA Construction, the company that's all and residential needs, big and small, remodel, home barns, steel roofing, siding, windows, and deck. Specific needs, and we'll give you a free. Are you in need of a new barn, garage, or you can make it happen? Give us a call at 222-6234. A Construction. That's 222-6234.
Operating in the Pier 4 area since 2000. Home insurance, we cover it. Farm, cover it. Commercial insurance, cover it. This agency is open to assist in your needs. Remember, the Swartz Agency can a policy and provide the same or better coverage. The get the personal service you deserve. Call Ryan at the Swartz Agency at 224-0707. 224-0707.
Eric's captain of the Hawaii Capitals, and you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock, capitalcityrock.com.
As we welcome you back here as the Bridget Photography second intermission, as the Hawaii Capitals are tied with the Brookings Rangers 1-1 after two, 17-9 in shots in favor of the Brookings Rangers. John Winkler here on this Sunday evening. It feels, at this point, 3 weeks from now, we've getting close, if not have already then crowned a state champion, but this has that feel of a state championship third day feel to it. It's been a game that has been relatively a feeling out process, which you thought maybe after these two teams played a couple weeks ago that there wouldn't be much feeling out process to go. But the Caps and Rangers both dealing with some injuries. James Hankamp is suspended for this game, so he is not in the lineup as well. Ike Johnson not in the lineup because of an injury. Cord Ellis is injured. All those guys play in the first matchup, so things are a little bit different for both these teams, and it kind of then leads to let's feel out the other team before we really get in this game. But it's been a really good hockey game. Defensively, if you love defense, this has been your game for hockey. If you love high-powered offense, I think you've been sticking around thinking, okay, at some point one of these offenses is going to break through, but it's been so close. I don't know how you can't enjoy this hockey game, even if you're a big offensive-type-minded guy for the game of hockey. But the Caps and Rangers are tied 1-1. Just 26 shots between the two, 17-9 for the Rangers. As they get 9, they outshoot the Caps 9-7 in the second period. They outshot them 8-2 in the first to the Rangers, but 9-7 in the second. Andy Gordon is in the penalty box, though. That's the big one. That Gordon got a penalty right at the end of the second period for a trip. Caps never touched the puck until after the period was over. So they have the full 2 minutes, will the Rangers, to try and get the lead back as it's 1-1 right now here at the end of the second period. It was the penalties in that period. It was Zach Struck that went for a trip, as well as Isaac Pollock, and then Andy Gordon got the penalties, but everything was killed off except for the Elliott Life shorthanded goal that tied the game up at 1. Max Jeldon scored with 3:46 left to go in the second period. Jeldon got the goal from Richter and Struck, but then Elliott Life intercepted a pass from Max Jeldon and then got it over the top of the glove side of Kate Brecker to tie the game up at 1-1, and that is where we sit through 2 periods. And, of course, hey, Coach Steele, in the midst of a battle here, and a little bit of a joke to it, too, and said, hey, the 2 goals that we've scored against the Brookings Rangers this year have been shorthanded. Maybe we want to be shorthanded a little bit more often. That's obviously not what they want to do. They don't want to be shorthanded the entire third period, but they've been able to find the success of a couple mistakes from the Brookings Rangers to allow them to score those 2 goals that they have against the Brookings Rangers this year. One back in Brookings and then the one here tonight between these 2 teams again. 1-1 is our score here after 2. We'll step aside. We'll come back with more of the second intermission, the Bridget M Photography second intermission. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
We want to live forever. For those special times, call Bridget M Unique Boutique Photography Studio, offering family portraits, children, seniors, and needs. They're available for weddings, commercial events, and sports photography. Stop in and visit or look at their website, BridgetMPhoto.com. Pictures from Bridget M Photography in Pierre.
Ranky Gray Wealth Management, a place where achieving success can only come from working together. We believe in deep, meaningful relationships that will last generations. Investments change, family situations change, and we want to help you navigate these changes because our commitment to you won't change. Let's work together on creating your financial plan for your financial freedom. Call Ranky Gray Wealth Management 224. Visit us at rankygray.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FIRNA SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors. A registered investment advisor. GWM and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Engineering. Our engineered solutions are found priorities: quality, time, and cost. We understand how important these are to our clients, and that customer satisfaction is our highest priority. Since 1982, Groves Engineering has been providing civil engineering, surveying, and architectural solutions for government entities, airport boards, oil and energy clients. With nearly 100 team members spread across 6 offices, our company Groves, we provide solutions.
Hi, this is Katrina from Oahe Federal Credit Union. Ever wonder what the difference is between a credit union, credit non-for-profit? So instead of paying shareholders, banks, credit profits, members with higher dividends and lower interest rates. If you are an employee in South Dakota, stop in at Pleasant Drive in Pierre and discover the benefits today.
Hawaii Federal Credit.
During heat of summer, put a dent into your pocketbook. The game in insulation appears safe. Save money in your energy bill. All about insulation. All roofing and insulation help you with their custom spray foam or blow in glass insulation. Call 224-79 estimate. And remember,
Hi, I'm Schultz. You listen to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
As we welcome you back here to the Expo Center, the White Caps and the Brookings Rangers are tied 1-1 as after 2 periods, 17-9 in shots in favor of the Brookings Rangers over the Hawaii Capitals. As the Caps and Rangers here, it's going to be a great third period. The two teams are battling out. The team to win the third period or that extra session will be the winners of this hockey game. And we saw overtime the first time. Not saying I'm not putting that out there. I'm just saying that they went to overtime in the first game, but it is 1-1 here after 2 periods between the Hawaii Capitals and the Brookings Rangers. Andy Gordon will be in the box for 2 minutes or less. The Brookings Rangers will start on their 4th power play and the 4th Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill for the Hawaii Capitals, looking to try and keep it a 1-1 game here through the first 2 minutes of this third period. We will step aside and we will come back with the start of the third period. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
Pictures or memories we want to forever. For those special times, call Bridget M Photography, a unique boutique photography studio offering family portraits, seniors, and even your pet. They're available for weddings, commercial events, photography. Stop in and visit their studio or look over their website at Bridget M Photo. Pictures and laugh forever from Bridget M Photography in Pierre.
A place where achieving success from working together. We have deep meaning that will last generations. Investments change, family situations change. At Ranky Gray Wealth Management, we want to help you navigate these because our commitment to you won't change. Let's work together on your financial plan for financial freedom. Call Ranky Gray 24595 or visit us at rankygray.com.
Securities offered through LPL SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors. Ranky Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial. Dr. Brian Hermanson, Central South Specialty Count Treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims treatment that is not only comfortable but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving it possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre. Tired of morning with the and having to scrape your car? Don't freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Masters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
Has it been years since dentist? Are you afraid to see a dentist? If so, you are among many people who feel this way. Hi, I am Dr. Michelle Hofer of Missouri River Dentistry. At ourselves as an office that uses personal touch to offer gentle dentistry tailored to fit each patient's needs. We do so by utilizing state-of-the-art equipment and methods to allow the patients to feel comfortable. In many years or 6 months since your last dental visit, we invite you to call us at Missouri River Dentistry, 223-2021, 223-2021.
Hi, this is Andy Gordon, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
Hey, we've already started the third period. Made it back just in time, though. 14 seconds in this third period, and we have the whistle of the puck drop, the Leisure Palace puck drop, and that shot goes high over the top of Duffy. I don't think he saw it until it hit the glass, or heard it hit the glass. Trenton Peterson for now Jeldon. Across, one-timer from Bortnum. He fans on it. Peterson now still with it on the near side. His pass all the way across for Bortnum. A shot, and that one misses again, and it's going to come all the way out of the zone, and the Caps will get a fresh unit of penalty killers out. 1:23 left to go on the man advantage for the Brookings Rangers as they start the third period on the power play. Jeldon turns it over again. He'll run into Ashton Grease to keep him away from the puck momentarily, and they'll be taken by Struck. And then around here for the Brookings Rangers to come out of the zone. That one came from Logan Bortnum. Ashton Whitty will carry it in. Diving play from Keenan Howard. Up from Dre Burns. Tipped by Howard, but held in by Alec Rice. Played back Ashton Whitty. Whitty on the near side. Whitty will look to the top of the face-off circle. A pass goes off of Keenan Howard, out to the blue line and out by Ashton Grease. He'll chip it past, and now here's Ashton Grease looking to attack shorthanded. He'll backhand it towards the net, and an easy save there from the goalie and Cade Brecker. It'll be played back around. It'll be the other way for the Rangers. Richter, he is thrown in the boards, and Keenan Howard's going to take a penalty. And it's going to be coming out of the, still here for Hershoff. Brecker's made his way to the bench. They give a chance for a 6-on-4. There's a shot and a save made by Duffy. And a rough is called on Keenan Howard. And so it's going to be 5-on-3 for 19 seconds. So Howard is in the box for a rough. 15-18 left to go here in the third period. And it's going to be another Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill. 19 seconds left on the Andy Gordon minor penalty. And that's first things first here for the Capitals. Kill that one off and then go to work on killing off the other one. But the faceoff is won by the Rangers. Max Jeldon goes over for Bortnum. Back for Max Jeldon. It bounces off of his stick. He'll still have it at the blue line. He'll walk it in. He'll hesitate. Now throw it down for Peterson. Peterson goes across. There's a shot. Gets blocked down by Dre Burton. Flips it up to the air, but not out of the zone. It's going to be held in as Andy Gordon will come out. Here's a chance for Bortnum with a shot. That one misses to the glove side. And then out of the zone by Elliott Live. That's a big kill there for the Caps on that 5-on-3 for the first 20 seconds. And now 1:30 is left on the Howard minor penalty with 14:45 left to go in the third period. And the Rangers have the puck. Pass goes across for Ashton Whitty. And Whitty a pass back. Missing through two sticks of the Capitals and in. Here's Alec Rice. Rice is in. He'll stop at the boards on the far side. Passes it back for Richter. Richter goes over. One-time chance for Hershoff, and he fans on it. Comes back for Duffy off the boards. That fresh sheet of ice kept that puck sliding across, and Duffy had to be aware of it and was able to make the stop and cover for the whistle with 14:25 left to go here in the third period. And 1:08 is left on the man advantage for the Rangers. The Leisure Palace puck drop is won by the Rangers. Hershoff is able to get it across for Alec Rice to play. Back behind the net, Zach Struck has it. Isaac Pollock will try and seal off Struck. He's going 1-on-3 against the Rangers, but a little bit of help from Elliott Life, and he's able to clear the zone and get it all the way down with 45 to go here in the man advantage. 14 minutes left to go. Rafe Briggs looking to attack shorthanded. That pass is going to come out. LA Life is going to step in front of Schneider, but it comes back out of the zone. But Chris Schultz flips it up, and it's going to stay in play. Just barely stays in play. And we'll keep things moving here with 30 seconds left to go on the man advantage. 13:45 left in the third period. 1-1 is our score. That pass off of a stick of Max Jeldon in by Ashton Grease. But it'll come back out the other way. And now pass a good stick there from Grease. It'll be cleared back by Isaac Pollock. Glove down, blocked down by Jacob Drew with 13 to go at the man advantage. Back up for Jeldon. His pass missing Schneider, but taken by Whitty as he walks it in. Whitty, his shot off the goalpost. He beat Duffy, but it went off the post. Trenton Peterson with a shot. That goes high over Duffy. And now the penalty box is Keenan Howard as we're now back to 5-on-5. Here's now Ashton Whitty again. Whitty still has it. He's being fought off. He's being held by Rafe Briggs. He lost his glove, but there's no penalty, and we'll have a icing called on the Capitals. Whitty lost his glove, and he was tangled up with Rafe Briggs. And it'll be here for a Leisure Palace puck drop to the left of Kieran Duffy. 13:03 left to go here in the third period. Leisure Palace puck drop is won by the Rangers. There's a shot. There's a glove save made by Duffy. And we get a whistle. 12:58 left to go. Duffy's now made 16 saves on 17 shots. He's looked good. And the Leisure Palace puck drop is won by the Rangers again. That shot goes wide, trying to go blocker side, far side on Duffy. Pass from John Lyons up for Keenan Howard. And Howard will carry it in. He'll sidestep one, check a pass, look for Grease, but it might have gone off the stick, and it went wide. That one will come back to center ice. It'll be fanned on by Dre Burns, and then Floor brought it in. But now here comes Talon Richter the other way. His pass off the stick of Dre Burnt, and then Dre Burnt, a penalty's coming up here to the Brookings Rangers. No, it's going to be on the Capitals. Oh, hold on. Well, hold on, who? And a penalty is coming up to Dre Burnt for a hold when the man was behind him. And Coach Steele's going to talk with the referee. Boy, that's Dre's second penalty, so now Dre Burnt's going to be very careful. 12:27 left to go here in the third period, and the Capitals go right back to the penalty kill. That's going to be their sixth penalty against. So the penalties right now are 6-1. And the referee's still talking with Coach Steele. Boy, that is a tough penalty for Dre Burnt to take. So now the Caps have got to kill off another one. And the Leisure Palace puck drop was won by the Rangers, but they won it all the way down. 12:20 left to go here in the third period. 1:50 left to go in the man advantage. 10 seconds are gone. Almost stolen away by LA Life, but now Ashton Whitty with speed. He'll carry it in. And it's an onside play. Whitty still has it. Whitty goes for Bortnum. Bortnum, he's trying to get free. He's at the face-off dot. Comes back for Jeldon with a shot. That goes wide. And then blowing a tire is going to be Isaac Pollock. And now a pass stolen by LA Life. Good stick in the lane. And he'll clear the zone. Didn't go all the way back down, but it will be now the other way as LA Life will run into Peterson. And then here's Isaac Pollock trying to get it back out of the zone. And it will come out of the zone. Logan Bortnum back for Zach Struck. Struck a pass, trying to get it back. Carried in, Struck is in. And he'll come free. Pollock, he fanned on the first clearing attempt and knocked down Struck. And then he clears the second one out of the zone. Peterson now the other way. Peterson with a shot and a save made by Duffy. That one almost handcuffed him. Didn't cover for the whistle, but it'll be played back out to the blue line, held in by the Rangers. That shot, that one got blocked. It'll be now for Pollock. Good job by Pollock to pull the puck to his body and then clear the zone instead of trying to go through the middle of the slot to try and get it out. 40 seconds left to go here in the man advantage. Comes in free. Here's Zach Struck. Struck with a shot. A good stick there by the Capitals. And then Kieran Duffy knocks the puck, knocks the post off the moorings. And we'll get a whistle here with 10:57 left to go here in the third period. So 30 seconds left on the penalty kill for Dre Burns. The Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill. Rangers are 0 for 5 on the penalty or the power play right now. There's 6 power play a chance. Caps have just 1 power play chance so far. 10:57 left here in the third period. Here's a shot That one goes high over Duffy again. Back for Jacob Drew. Bouncing puck. He's able to settle it, keep it in the zone. Here's now Hershoff back for Drew. Back for Hershoff again. A lot of traffic in front of the net. There's a shot that goes behind over the top of the net. Played back again. Here's Hershoff with 8 to go on the power play. Trey Bird about to come out of the penalty box. That shot goes over the top, and that one will be a DNA puck out of play as it will be off the stick of Andy Gordon and played by Jacob Drew, and it should be coming out of the zone. And with 10:27 left to go here in the third period. And it'll stay in the Capitals' end. So, Leisure Palace puck drop at the attacking end for the Rangers to the right of Kieran Duffy, and it will be played here by the Rangers, but then now taken by the Caps. Jaden Fleur will exit the zone. Played offside. Kieran Duffy will stop it behind the net. Dre Burt throws it up the boards, but not out, off of a stick, or off of a skate, and now trying to swing around is Jeldon. Jeldon with a quick shot. That goes off the side of the net. Almost got Duffy towards the mask, but Elliott Life now. His pass for Rafe Briggs comes out of the zone. And now Briggs in the center ice. Briggs, he'll step up. No, he lost the puck to Schneider. And then now Jeldon. And a check there by Jaden Fleur. And then Fleur gets knocked over by Jeldon. Both those guys will tangle up. And then Rafe Briggs is back in the zone for the Caps. 9:46 left to go here in the third period. Capitals have spent the majority of this third period trying to kill off some penalties. Rafe Briggs, he'll tag up. Elliott Life, he will be the first one to play it in the attacking end again. It's left by the Zamboni doors in the far side corner. Caps are going from left to right into radio dial, trying to attack. Elliott Life blew a tire. And now Isaac Pollock at the red line will throw it back to the Brookings blue line. And that one goes over. Russ Kane, I think he was trying to head that one forward. Here's Elliott Life. He'll throw it all the way in, and Kate Brecker will make the save. He'll leave it, so will he continue play as the Caps will make their change. That one was tipped, and they will say no icing as Chris Schultz. He'll turn. He'll throw it up the boards, and then played back by Rice. Rice will throw it back in. He'll cross corner dump it in. Chris Schultz up off the boards and out of the zone here for Devin Dotson. Dotson at the neutral zone. He gets off the puck, but he'll come back for Ashton Grease. A bouncing puck that he's able to control and put it in the Brookings zone, just barely in the zone. He'll pass it back into open space, does Grease, and now Devin Dotson will go back to his defensive partner and Isaac Pollock, or not his defensive partner. And then it will be down by Pollock for a icing. And we get a whistle with 8:33 left to go here in the third period. 19-12 in shots in favor of the Brookings Rangers. And we got 8:33 left to go here in the third period. We're about halfway through this third period. Leisure Palace puck drop. It will be here for the Rangers to take. That pass goes over for Jacob Drew. Drew goes back, be played back behind the net. Isaac Pollock. Here's now a chance for Bortnum. Lost the puck. There's a shot off the stick of Kieran Duffy. Good save there by the goaltender. And now the zone again by the Caps. Pushed right back in by the Rangers. Chris Schultz is there to stop the puck. And then Devin Dotson trying to take out Richter. There's a shot by Hershoff and a glove save made by Duffy. And we get a whistle. 8:01 to go here in the third period. 1-1 is our score. Max Jeldon scored with about 3:45 left to go in the period. Then 2 minutes later, it was Elliott Life that scored, shorthanded, to make it a 1-1 game. That's all we've had. Leisure Palace puck drop, turnaround shot, and a save made by Duffy. That one came from Max Jeldon again. He tips the pass, going right to Rafe Briggs to get it out of the zone, and then tipped in by the Rangers. As now Jaden Fleur, he gets pushed in the corner. Ashton Whitty, he'll have the puck on the far side. Jaden Fleur will push him right back in the boards. And then he'll come around here to the far near side for Elliott Life. A pass. He fans on it, though. Dre Burt will take it. And now Dre Burt a pass. That one gets blocked up. Elliott Life, he'll throw it back into empty space. And that one was just barely missed by Peterson. They'll wave off icing with 7:20 left to go here in the third period. Struck will throw it around. Andy Gore's the first one to get to it. On his back end by the Zamboni doors on the far side. He gets pinched in between two different Ranger players. Dre Burt couldn't hold the zone. Racing after is Jaden Fleur along with Max Jeldon. Then Fleur will run Jeldon all the way into the boards. And then Owen Schneider Jeldon had to go pick up his stick, and then Dre Burns runs into Max Jeldon. He kind of sold that one going into the boards. That shot, and it will be chipped out by Elliott Life. And now the zone, a chance for the Capitals here. A 2-on-1 in, 3-on-1. A pass for Life, and then he can't get the shot away. And Jeldon finally gets back to the bench. Isaac Pollock, his pass up. It'll be now here back for Pollock in the neutral zone. He'll play it forward for Ashton Grease. Elliott Life will dump it in as the top line will all make their change now. Get the second line out for the Caps. 6:25 left to go here in the third period. That one is flipped into the bench of the Rangers. Wes Koenig flipped it into the bench, and we get a whistle with 6:23 left to go here in the third period. 1-1 is our score. As we'll get the puck dug out and played here in the Capitals attacking end. It'll be in the Brookings Rangers end. The Leisure Palace puck drop is won by the Rangers. This will be played up and out of the zone, but not carried along by Bortnum. That could have been a 2-on-1 upcoming, but Bortnum didn't take the puck with him. Isaac Pollock couldn't get to the puck. Keenan Howard is back where Pollock is usually out in the defensive spot to fill out those positions, and then it'll be dumped back in by the Rangers. Chris Schultz will flip it up, and he'll come out. Jacob Drew plays it just outside the zone. He'll throw it back in. Kieran Duffy will tee it up and be played back for Pollock to throw it up the boards. Out by John Lyons. John Lyons gets the puck back, plays it for Ashton Grease. He'll wait. He'll throw it across the ice into the Brookings end, and then Lyons in there with a couple different players. Keenan Howard will bring it back in the offensive end. Howard on his off wing, trying to backhand it towards the slot. It was loose. Here comes a chance for Chris Schultz, but he didn't take the shot. Ended up playing it all the way into the far side corner. Looks like Chris Schultz needed to take that shot, and then that one was off the glove of Isaac Pollock. And now we will get a horn to come. I think we got glass fell out, so I think we might have a little bit of delay here. We got to get a patch job. And so we will look at that piece to see if we need to have any kind of maintenance done to it. And so I think we're going to say it looks good. Maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't think that'd be safe to have. We got some, it looks like we are going to have some maintenance done to it. So it is a 1-1 hockey game here with 5:26 left to go in the third period. We got a couple guys. Well, boy, we're going to get everything out of here. We're going to see how quickly we get this done. NASCAR season just started. See how quick we can change a pane of glass like we change a tire. A little pit stop. 1-1 is our score. 21 shots to 12 in favor of the Brookings Rangers. And we'll see how quick we can get this done here. We'll try and keep it here for a little bit. We'll see how long this will take for the fix for the maintenance to happen. Might be able to just not have it so bad here. Maybe it just came loose. It didn't actually have a chip to it. And we've already got guys breaking away from it. Hey, looks like we're already done with this maintenance job. Stop the timer. I don't know what the time would have been, but how about that for some quick work? That's some impressive work by all those maintenance guys. And we should be getting back to hockey here in no time. Yep, we're going to get right back to it. So a quick little breather. Both teams are basically getting extra time out here. 5:26 left to go in the third period. Both teams have their timeout. But they both get basically an extra timeout. So Elliott Life will take the face-off here just outside the Brookings Rangers end. And the Leisure Palace puck drop is won by the Caps. They dump it in the zone. Cade Brecker will play it back behind his own net. And it'll be now a couple of spins and a turn and up the boards on the far side. And chopped out. Elliott Life will try and hold the zone, and he will hold the zone. Rafe Briggs, though, couldn't get it farther deep. And now coming out the other way, here comes Max Jeldon in with Jaden Floor. He goes around him. There's a shot and a save made by Duffy. That's a big save there by Kieran Duffy on the captain of the Brookings Rangers. 5 minutes to play here in the third period. Jeldon He'll flip one across, over for Zach Struck. His shot, save made by Duffy, and the rebound goes into the corner. Jeldon will play it back. Ashton Whitty had his pocket picked. And then Owen Schneider. Schneider will turn his pass over for Zach Struck, and that one misses him, and it'll come out of the zone. 4:35 left to go here in the third period. Owen Schneider lost the puck to Elliott Life. Throws it down, and it is an icing, as he was just a couple steps behind that red line. And it'll come all the way down for a Leisure Palace puck drop to the right of Kieran Duffy. 4:31 to play here in the third period. 23-12 in shots. 1-1 is our score between the Caps and Rangers. The Leisure Palace puck drop is won. Here's Hershoff for the Rangers. They win the face-off. Comes all the way back out for Alec Rice from the blue line. His shot, that one goes wide. And it'll come out of the zone, and Jacob Drew's got to race after it. Kate Brecker started to come out, but he'll have to go back to his own net. And Drew now has it. He'll go from the near side to the far side. A diving pass that gets blocked up by Jaden Floor, and he just misses the pass to Ashton Grease. Goes all the way back on net. Brecker will slide it over for Drew. And Drew goes off the boards to his defensive partner. Good pass there by Drew. And it comes out of the zone. It goes all the way down. Will it go far enough for an icing? And it barely will go far enough for an icing. Dre Burt, he might be a little bit quicker than what he went for that puck. But the Caps will take that face-off on the offensive zone face-off here. It'll be to the right of Kate Brecker. 3:53 left to go here in the third period. And the Leisure Palace puck drop. Rafe Briggs with a shot that gets blocked. I think that might have been Alec Rice that got a piece of that. Briggs still has it. Now here's Elliott Life. On his backhand, plays it behind the net. Andy Gordon will get to it. Gordon trying to get to the front of the net, could not. Then it goes up the boards and out of the zone. Jaden Floor nearly lost the puck to Jeldon. Bouncing puck as it started to pinball, and it was played there by Floor. And now Life will go to the open free space for Burtz. Back for Life. And now Life from his own end. He'll race it in to the neutral zone. Flips it high to center ice and into the attacking end. Rafe Briggs has passed, and Elliott Life had abandoned the slot. Chris Schultz will go back into the far side corner. Life had turned. He didn't see that pass come through. And now here's Owen Schneider with 3:05 left to go. And Schneider avoids a check from Jaden Floor. Pass to the slot, and good job by Chris Schultz. And then it will be iced all the way down by the Brookings, or by the Capitals, and the Brookings Rangers to get another offensive zone faceoff with 2:56 left to go here in the third period. So the Caps Rangers tied 1-1 with 2:56 left to go here in the third period. Leisure Palace puck drop will be to the right of Kieran Duffy. Here's Peterson with it for the Rangers. His shot, that one goes wide. Chris Schultz got out of the way of that one because he knew it was going wide. Up the boards and out of the zone. And coming into the attack again. Ashton Grease throws it into the open space over on the near side corner. But it is going to be taken in stride. Zach Struck trying to get speed, but he'll throw it down. Chris Schultz now will play it across for his defensive partner, Isaac Pollock. Pollock up for John Lyons. Now here's Keenan Howard. Howard in the offensive end. Leaves it for Ashton Grease, but goes off of his skates. And now Keenan Howard for Grease. Back in the zone. Grease with a shot and a save made off the blocker of Brecker. I don't think he really solved that. Didn't know where it went after it hit the blocker of Brecker. Ashton Grease back to the now near side corner. 2:08 to play here in the third period. And it's going to be the Rangers again trying to get out of the zone. Chris Schultz will hold it in. And goes back to behind the nets. John Lyons will come off for a change. The Rangers now looking to attack here. They get in the neutral zone, a pass over for Fortnum, and there's a big check from Howard. As it'll be around behind the net again to be played. Trying to come free. Alec Rice has it at the blue line. His shot goes off of a stick. That one stays in play, though, as it goes to the near side corner. 1:35 left to go here in the third period. And it's played around again here for Logan Bortnum. Looking for a chance. There's a shot that goes well wide by Jacob Drew. Missed it by about 5 feet. And it's still though for the Rangers. Goes off of a skate. Comes back to the slot. Howard will turn with it. He'll throw it down. He'll ice it. And that's not a bad icing there by the Capitals with 1:17 left to go. The top line will come back out. We'll see if Coach Kirchhoff will take his time out or not. I don't think he's going to take his time out. The Capitals won't take their time out because they got their top line out there. 1:17 left to go here in regulation. 1-1 is their score. 23-13 and shots in favor of the Rangers at the blue line. That comes out. Comes out again, and Zach Struck will push it back in. The Rangers will tag back up, and now Dre Burnt goes up for Andy Gordon. Here's now Elliot Life in. Life with a shot blocked down. Back for Gordon. His shot, and that one's blocked again. 1 minute left to go here in regulation. 1-1 is their score. Andy Gordon holds it on the near side boards. So he'll come out, and he'll come play free, and now here comes Max Sheldon. Kieran Duffy comes out to make a play, and now Dre Burton has it. He'll throw it up. That's a huge play. It will be an icing by the Capitals, but how about that play by Kieran Duffy? And he's getting the guys fired up on the bench. Duffy comes out to make the play because Sheldon would have had a breakaway if he would have stayed in net, and Duffy made the smart decision. He disrupted Sheldon getting the puck, and then it was thrown down for an icing with 44 seconds left to go here in the third period. The play by a confident goalie right now. And then Ashton Whitty was able to put his paw on the puck. Trenton Pearson with a shot blocked down. It comes loose, and it was starting to go towards the net, and then cleared away by the Caps. It's going to miss, and it's going to go. It won't go down far enough, but it won't be an icing as the Rangers going to play it with 25 left to go here in the third period. A big point could be coming up for both these teams. Here's Ashton Whitty in with 18 to go. Whitty backhander towards the slot. It's loose in front, and it'll be taken here by Sheldon. He'll come back out. Peterson with a shot. That one got blocked down with 10 seconds left to go. Jaden Floor, he can't clear the zone with 6 left to go. Peterson throws it towards the net. Sticks into the corner by Duffy. Down to 2. They'll try and throw one towards the net, and for the second time these two teams have played, we are headed to overtime. The Caps and Rangers have played to a 1-1 tie in regulation for the last 2 games that they have faced. This is the third time in 2 years that we're going to go to an overtime game between these two teams. And these two teams would have played each other in the state semifinals if we had one in that state semifinal. Duffy has made 22 saves on 23 attempts. Cade Brecker has made 12 saves on 13 attempts. 1-1 is our score after 3 periods. We step aside, we come back with overtime. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
The Swartz Agency, operating in Fort Pierre areas. Home insurance, we cover it. Farm insurance, we cover it. Commercial insurance. The Swartz Agency is to assist in your needs. Remember, it's free. Our agency can save you money on a policy and provide the same or better coverage. The Swartz Agency, the personal service you deserve. Call Ryan at the Swartz Agency at 0707 24 0707.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep windshields defrosted from the comfort inside home. Call 224-610 today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
Rose Engineering. Our engineered solutions are founded by 3 priorities: quality, time, and cost. Important these are to our clients, and we believe that satisfaction is our highest priority. Since 1982, Rose Engineering has been providing civil engineering, surveying, and solutions for government entities, boards, oil and energy clients, and private developers. With nearly 100 members spread across 6 offices, is in our people. Rose Engineering. We provide solutions. This agency operating in the Fort Pierre area since 2006. Home insurance, we cover it. Farm insurance, we cover it. Commercial insurance, we cover it. The Swartz Agency is open 5 days a week to assist in your needs. Remember, quote, chances are the Swartz Agency can save you money on a policy and provide the same or better coverage. The Swartz Agency, get the personal service you deserve. Call Swartz Agency for 0707. That's 224-07.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre. Install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. 1-1 is our score. 1-1 is our score after 3 periods. We step aside, we come back with overtime. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com. Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre. Install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue.
here. Bros Engineering, our engineering solution by 3 priorities: quality, time, and cost. We understand how important these are to our, and we believe that customers are our highest priority. Since 1982, Bros Engineering, civil engineering, surveying, and architectural solutions for government entities, airport boards, oil, and private developers. With nearly 100. Our strength is in our people. We provide solutions.
North Star Financial a full planning office dedicated to guiding you to financial fitness. Your wealth plan should be based on your life and goals, not some impersonal. Jackie will take the time to assess your needs, hear your concerns. Jackie puts at 494-3131 or visit North Star Financial here at 200 Dakota. Securities and investment advisory services are on Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC.
This is Kieran Duffy of the Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
And Kieran Duffy has made 22 saves on 23 attempts, and he has been fantastic in this game. And we'll see if the Oahe Capitals can change the fortune of what we saw back a couple weeks ago when we went to overtime between these two teams. The Capitals, they tied the game up 1-1 on a shorthanded goal. They did it again here tonight, but Max Jeldon scored the game winner about 21 seconds in to that overtime session. And now we'll see if maybe the Capitals can reverse that and be the home team again to win the overtime period. 10 minutes will be on the clock. We'll play one overtime session, and if we don't get a winner, we don't leave with a winner. As we will end in a tie, and the Caps will get a much-needed point. They do get that much-needed point to try and keep them in the running for at least second place. But a win here also helps the Brookings Rangers with that extra point. But a win for the Caps would start to get them back in the driver's seat. So both teams have at least 2 points. The Rangers have 3 points now. And we'll see if the Caps can get that third point for the Brookings Rangers. So we are underway here in overtime. Again, 5-on-5 overtime, 10-minute period. A winner or we end up tied. We don't have a second overtime. We don't go to a shootout. Dre Burnt has it from his own end. His pass goes across as Alec Rice goes over. He'll be played forward. Intercepted by Elliott Life. He's onside. Life throws one towards the net. Sticked away by Brecker to the far side. Played back, comes across, comes out in front, and Rafe Breaks trying to throw one towards the net, and it'll be played back, still in the zone. Elliott Life dives at it, swats it towards the net, and it'll be played to the near side now for the Rangers. And Dre Burnt trying to hold the zone. He does hold the zone, but it'll be played back up the boards, and then flipped out to center ice. Jaden Floor's going to race after it. Logan Bortnum. Floor will get to it first, and now Floor will turn. But he gets tangled up. He's stuck in the boards. His pass goes back to Peterson. Peterson with a shot through traffic, and that one got blocked down by a mess of players. At the blue line, held in by Peterson. Around, it comes to the far side. Dre Burnt trying to pick up speed away from Max Jeldon, but it's going to be played back into the Capitals' end, but then thrown back down, and it will be no icing with 8:45 to go here in the overtime session. We played a little bit longer here in overtime than we did the first time around. We played at least a full minute, as it's now Owen Schneider in. It'll be out Ashton Whitty. His shot, save made by Duffy, and we get a whistle. And Duffy kind of puts the glove in Owen Schneider's chest as just tell him, I made that save. 8:34 left to go here in the overtime session. 24 shots to 14 in favor of the Brookings Rangers, but it is tied 1-1 here in overtime. As the Leisure Palace puck drop was won by the Rangers, Ashton Grease and Owen Schneider are tangled up. It'll be at the blue line, held in. That one's thrown, and it'll be off the stick from Kieran Duffy, and it goes into the net for a DNA puck out of play, and we'll get another Leisure Palace puck drop. And this one will be to the right of Duffy. Stay tuned for the Riverfront Broadcasting post-game show. We'll have our Bros Engineering final stats, as well as our North Star Financial 3 stars of the game and our sports agency player of the game. Ashton Whitty has it for the Rangers. Plays it back to the corner. Jeldon. Here's now Dodson. Throws it out of the zone and back for Struck. Struck will throw it back in. Rangers will tag back up. Polak goes hard off the boards, out of the zone. Over skated, but still taken. And it back in. Here comes Jeldon. Jeldon, his shot, he fans on it. Now Ashton Grease can go the other way. And here comes Ashton Grease. He'll throw it across. Keenan Howard will get to it. Be played up Dodson. Fans on the chance. Max Jeldon will get the pass back. Jeldon is in the zone. Isaac Pollock will swing his stick around, and Ashton Grease now will try and play it forward again for the Capitals. Grease will dump him in. He jumped Peterson. Back Chris Schultz. Chris Schultz goes off the linesman. Delayed offside, so the Rangers have to tag back up, and Chris Schultz is able to exit the zone. Thrown back towards Chris Schultz, and then flip back out again. The Capitals have their top line out, and it'll be played. Good job by Dre Burnt. Open space here for Rafe Briggs to take the puck. Briggs is in. Briggs lost the puck. Good stick lift. And now coming the other way come the Rangers again. Here is now for the Rangers. As Hershoff in a backhand save made. A rebound's loose and a good job of the Capitals. Now they have a 3-on-2 the other way. Rafe Briggs will bring it in. 3-on-2. Comes in onside. Briggs stick handles and couldn't get it past Jacob Drew. Elliott Life. He'll throw it back behind the nets. It'll be now Hershoff again. Played up and Schneider. Schneider still has the puck. He'll throw it up for Bortnum. Missing him. And then Burt missed Elliott Life on the pass back. But it will go down. It won't go for an icing as Drew might have got a piece of it. And it was 6:30 left to go here in overtime. Capitals are 1-1 in overtime games so far as they beat Sioux Center in overtime. They lost to Brookings in overtime. Dre Burnt, he'll get speed. And Dre Burnt goes in the offensive end. He's got the overtime winner so far this season for the Caps. He fights off a check from Rice. It'll be played back to the far side, and it comes out of the zone. Jaden Florp throws it back in. 6 minutes to play here in overtime. Pass goes for an empty spot, and Asher Grease just couldn't quite get a stick to it first. But back for Keenan Howard. Howard will walk it in the zone. Howard with a shot, and it goes in the net, and the Capitals win! Off of Cade Brecker and in, and the Caps win it 2-1 in overtime. Keenan Howard scores with 5:49 left to go. The Caps have beaten the Brookings Rangers 2-1. Brecker didn't get all of it, and Howard scores the game winner. And how about that for the Hawaii Capitals? They win it 2-1. Keenan Howard scores it. Howard is 9th of the season. A 2-1 win for the Hawaii Capitals here this evening. Just a harmless shot that goes in the net here for the Hawaii Capitals. And Coach Steve Steele is fired up with the win. The rest of the Capitals team is all fired up. Howard gets the winner. Caps win it 2-1 with 5:49 to go in overtime. Well, they changed it around on them. In an OT, the Caps win it 2-1. As we'll throw it down here for Coach Steve Steele before we take that last break. We got to get some emotion from Coach Steele here as we try to get the headset over down to him. As the Caps, Keenan Howard gets the winner. How about that win, Coach?
Man, that feels good. That feels good. I'm going to be a little late. I told him I'd splurge on donuts for morning practice, so I've got to drive to Walmart now, but that's okay. I'll never be happier.
Hey, Caps win it 2-1 here. Keenan Howard gets the game winner. Talk about the resiliency of this team. That life goes back for you. You got 15 shots in the game. You score on the 15th shot. You get outshot by 11, but never gave up. The offense kept going through, and you're saying in overtime. I heard you a couple times. Puck on the net, puck on the net. Well, Keenan Howard got the puck on the net, and it went past Brecker. He didn't get all of it and win the back of the net, and you guys win.
Yeah, I mean, that was a game. I mean, we were really pushed for discipline this game. We really adjusted our forecheck this week. Obviously we're really banged up. Our depth is hurting, so we really did a couple things differently than we've done in the past just to try and save our legs for the end of that game. And, once we got to overtime, it was just, lost in overtime and a tie are the same amount of points. So let's go for it and see what happens. And it happened. It was good.
And let's go back to last night. You lose 6-1. That was a loss that is uncharacteristic for the Hawaii Capitals this year. To lose by 5 goals, you could have easily, guys in the locker room could have easily backed away from this game and said, well, we lost that game. We're not going to win here tonight. But you guys came out, played a great game. To come off of a loss like that and to come to get the win, that says a lot about a team as well.
That does, and that's about the most proud you can ever be of a team. To just do that, it's really hard to go through the frustrations of yesterday and to come back today with a clear head and just go as hard as you can. Well, about 5 minutes into an extra period, you know what I mean? So couldn't be more proud of these guys and, just the fight that they showed today.
Kieran Duffy made 25 saves on 26 chances. He made a lot of saves, but the one that he doesn't get credit for to making a save is when Jeldon had a chance for a breakaway. He comes out, doesn't get all of it, but he does get enough to keep it away from Jeldon. That saves the game. That gets you guys overtime. That gives the opportunity to win it.
Yeah, he didn't get all the puck. He got all of Jeldon. That worked out well. But, and he's an aggressive goalie, and when he's fun and confident in there, he's a lot of fun to watch. And, that was a heck of a play. We always joke with him of, hey, Dre, we've got defensemen to take the one-on-one. You don't need to be the defenseman in the one-on-one, but that time he did, and he won it, so that was a big play.
You're looked at the student section, looked at the fans. You're pretty pumped up after that win, kind of getting the fans an extra cheer too, because this was a great crowd here tonight.
It was a lot of fun. It was a great atmosphere, and like I said, this was just every feeling of a state tournament style hockey game. So again, this is another check mark. We got to take care of Rushmore next Friday, and then we beat everybody. So then we know we can get it done.
Yeah, and that's your only team that you haven't been able to beat so far in the regular season. You face them on Friday, last week of the regular season. You put yourself back in. If you win all 3 games next week, I would assume, I don't know how things will go because you've gotten 3 points but against Brookings. Brookings has gotten 3 points against you, so I'm not really sure how the tiebreaker will go. But you win those 3 games. That's all you can do now, and you put yourself to at least in the top 2.
Yeah, and we've got to take things one game at a time. We're going to go have a lot of fun in the locker room here in a few minutes, and then we'll move on to Rushmore, and we got to find a way to swing a big game. I said that's going to be a big one Friday, but we can worry about that tomorrow.
Yeah, I can't hold you any longer. Congratulations, Coach. Go celebrate in the locker room.
Thanks, John.
Head coach of the Oahe Capitals of the Steve Steele as the Caps win it 2-1 here in overtime. Keenan Howard gets the game winner as the Caps they pick up a huge extra point against the Brookings Rangers here tonight. That is a fantastic win, a signature win, maybe able to hear the celebration when Coach Steele gets in the locker room. But the Caps, with that 2-1 win in overtime, Keenan Howard gets the goal. Fantastic win. You can't say much about it. We still got a post-game show to get to. We got to take our break here. Didn't get a chance to take that break here. Listen to KCCR FM Blunt. We'll step aside for for that post-game break. We'll come back and we'll have the Bros Engineering final stats for you and all the extra of the Riverfront Broadcasting post-game show. You're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
Agency operating in the Pier 4 Pier area since 2006. Home insurance, we cover it. Farm insurance, we cover it. Commercial insurance, we cover it. The Swartz Agency is open 5 days a week to assist in your needs. Remember, quotes are free. Chances are the Swartz Agency can save you money on a policy and provide the same or better coverage. The Swartz Agency. Get the personal service you deserve. Call Ryan at the Swartz Agency at 224-0707. That's 224-0707.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pier, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East 2 Avenue. Sunmasters in Pier.
Bros Engineering. Our engineered solutions are founded by 3 priorities: quality, time, and cost. We understand how important these are to our clients, and we believe that customer satisfaction is our highest priority. Since 1982, Bros Engineering has been providing civil engineering, surveying, and architectural solutions for government entities, airport boards, oil and energy clients, and private developers. With nearly 100 team members spread across 6 offices, our strength is in our people. Bros Engineering. We provide solutions.
North Star Financial Services in Pier is a full-service financial planning office dedicated to guiding you to financial fitness. Your wealth plan should be based on your life and goals, not some impersonal benchmark. Jackie Putzier will take the time to assess your needs, hear your concerns, and offer objective recommendations. Rethink what your money can do for you and reevaluate your financial fitness. Call Jackie Putzier at 494-3131 or visit North Star Financial Services in Pier at 200 West Dakota. Securities and investment advisory services are offered through Woodbury Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
Hi, this is Ashton, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
As we welcome you back here at the Expo Center, and a 2-1 overtime win for the Hawaii Capitals here tonight. A fantastic win. Keenan Howard, he'll get the game winner as he was able to beat Brecker. Brecker got a piece of it but didn't get all of it, and it found its way into the back of the net, and the Capitals win it 2-1 in overtime. It was a harmless shot that finds the back of the net, and the Capitals are now 2-1 in overtime this season, but more importantly, they're now 15-1-0-1 as they head in the final week of the season. 31 points for the Hawaii Capitals. They got another 6 points that they can possibly get here by the end of the season, with the Rushmore on Friday at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock start on Saturday against the Sioux Falls 2 Flyers, and then play Mitchell on Sunday. And all 3 games will be here on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com. Here in the Riverfront Broadcasting postgame show, we got to go through our Bros Engineering final stats. The Caps, they win 2-1, as it was Max Jeldon got the first goal of the game. That came with 3:46 left to go in the second period. Talon Richter and Zach Struck got the assist, and then it was Elliot Life picking off the pass from Max Jeldon, which is familiar to what happened in the first game those two teams played. Jeldon had a pass that Rafe Briggs intercepted and then scored to tie the game up, but Elliot Life this time tied it up with the goal off the interception of the pass from Jeldon. And then in overtime, Keenan Howard carried it into the zone, and then Howard ends it, beating Cade Brecker. Just barely beating Cade Brecker, but barely is good enough as he got it in the back of the net to make it a 2-1 win. Caps were 0 for 1 on the power play. Brookings, more importantly, went 0 for 6 on the power play. The Caps had a couple 5-on-3s they had to kill off, and they killed off everything and went 0 for 6 to the Rangers. The Caps are 0 for 1 on the evening, but the Rangers did outshoot the Capitals 26-15, including 3-2 in overtime. But the one big one was Keenan Howard's shot to score to win the hockey game here in overtime with 5:49 left to go in the overtime session. Those are your Bros Engineering final stats. Our 3-star North Star Financial 3 stars of the game. We're gonna go Elliot Life with number 3, and with that shorthanded goal to tie the game up. Kieran Duffy is gonna be our second star of the game with his 25 saves on 26 shots. And normally we'd go with Kieran Duffy being the number 1 star, but because Keenan Howard scored the overtime goal, you can't go away from the guy that gets the overtime winner. How can you go against the guy that scores the overtime winner? Keenan Howard will be our number 1 star in the North Star Financial, 3 stars of the game, and our sports agency player of the game is Keenan Howard, as he picked up the game-winning goal, his 9th of the season, and the Caps pick up the 2 big points, picking up that extra big point in overtime as they win it 2-1 here this evening. 3 games next week, as we'll have for you all 3 of those games, as the Caps will face Rushmore on Friday, 8 o'clock. Also at 7 o'clock on Saturday against Sioux Falls 2, and then Mitchell on Sunday. And the time is eluding me, but Sunday afternoon to finish out the 2020-2021 season between the Caps for the Hawaii Capitals. And, of course, all 3 of those games will be here on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. And also, just a quick mention, too, KCCR Farm Home and Sports Show is next weekend on Saturday and Sunday. So come out to enjoy, come to the Ramcota, social distance, where we're encouraging wearing a mask as to get in and to enjoy the KCCR Farm Home and Sports Show, and then come over to the Expo Center, bring the earbuds with you so you can listen to the game while you're here and watch and listen to some Hawaii Capitals hockey here at the Expo Center, and listen on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com. I want to say thanks to Jake Mayer back at the station, as he's been our producer here this evening, as I'm John Winkler. Final score once again, Capitals. It takes overtime, but they beat the Brookings Rangers. They win 2-1, as we say so long from the Expo Center.
You've been listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com. Capitals Hockey is brought to you by First National Bank, Weatherall, Sunmaster, Taco John, North Star Financial, and Missouri River Dentistry. Capitals Hockey is also brought to you by Graves Plumbing, Home Care Services, Ranky Gray, Bridget M Photography, Sports Agency, and DNA Construction. Capitals hockey is also brought to you by Leisure Palace, the Grey Goose Store and Social Club, Hermanson Endodontics, Oahe Federal Credit Union, and Bros Engineering. Join us all season long on your home for Capitals hockey, Capital City Rock, and CapitalCityRock.com. This has been a special presentation